Who's ready for some more fucking D&D? I'm excited. 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 Are you excited? Because I'm fucking excited. I'm going to undeafen and unmute so then the wonderful fellow players may speak. Up. Hello.
I'm not
Hello.
I want to say, no, I'm not excited.
I was literally about to be like, am I interrupting something?
No. I'm just
You
dead.
interrupted the song I was listening to.
You interrupted Get in the Water.
I'm dead. You interrupted
Alrighty.
me being dead.
Get in the water.
Okay, listen, my dear friends. Put your obsession with Epic the Musical on the back burner until we're done with
Hey,
session.
it's not me. That ain't
Get in the
me.
water.
So, Austin.
Austin, put your obsession. I know they dropped the new saga and you love it.
It's me and Sunny. We have to put the obsessions away.
Put them
Yeah,
away
we
for
do.
5 minutes.
More
but,
like 3 hours.
Yeah, more like 3 to 4 hours.
Put them
Yeah.
away for a few hours so you may indulge in your other obsession. But now that we are here, and thank you again, Austin, for the biddies, and thank you, Gray, for that sub 13-month streak.
Yeah.
Up. I'm going to hand the reins over to our beautiful, wonderful DM, Sunny. So, Sunny, take it away.
Thank you very much. In our last episode, in our last episode of Lost Minds of Delver, everyone had awakened from their night of drinking, summoned various conditions of migraines, well, mainly, and also, and my apologies. And they had also managed to make their way throughout the towns, so that way they may collect some supplies that they had bought but were retrieving for the final ghost. That way they can enter the mines.
Yeah.
And now, and in those escapades, they managed to reach the thing. They also found a little furry friend in an alleyway. And on their way back to the inn, so that way they may collect the rest of their stuff, they witnessed a incredible scenario of an attempt to kidnap. Shush on my English.
An amazing scenario.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But
I'm dead.
of an attempted kidnapping of a Goliath lady and a young dragonborn that we all are familiar with. And unfortunately, in that escapade, one of our companions ended up dying in a very unexpected manner.
Oscar!
80 points of radiant damage.
80 fucking points!
And after dealing with the enemy upon the outside, they had to deal with some of the enemy on the inside, in which, while on the outside, they met a new companion by the name of Jet.
That would be this Jet right here.
After they rescued him from a barrel. In which, using his skills, he managed to subdue the enemy and
And make a
With
little
a
money on the
barrel.
side.
and make a
He's
little bit of
the
money
enemy
on
with
the
a
side,
barrel.
as well as get them tied down and ready for investigation while rescuing the hostages that they had upon the inside. And now, we are at the very moment where they are talking to a Trixie about convincing her to let them interrogate the enemies that they have captured, in which off with Trixie saying 5 minutes.
5 minutes is all we need. And, you know, he's gonna go. They're all tied up and all their mouths are tied up too, thankfully. But, like, he's gonna go around to Grunt too. And he's gonna...
Jet will follow along.
And Atreus would come out from the bar and just stand right behind him.
He's gonna look at him and say, we're gonna give you a chance to talk. If you don't talk, and you use your breath weapon, he'll break your arm. He points to Atreus.
And Atreus would, like, with the trident in hand, would put the trident just over his shoulder, so that like the prongs are just next to his face. Just, I'll use this as well.
He's like, or he'll use that. You don't want him to use that. Because trust me, if he uses that, it's gonna be worse than the broken arm. So I suggest you talk. And do so
Make that
peacefully.
Make that intimidation.
Just Aster or also me?
I'd say
If
that counts
you
as help
both wanna
action.
it would count as help action. So if you want to roll individually, you can. But if you want to help Aster and give him advantage,
Do it for me, because I have the higher charisma.
Yeah, do it for him.
Oh, that's
I add
great.
things.
No, I add my own things. If you're helping me, it's just me rolling. Since I have the higher charisma, what it does is it gives me 2 chances to roll high.
But what do you have on charisma?
I have a +5, dude. I'm a sorcerer. Sorcerers have high charisma.
Oh, I only have +3.
But that's a 19 plus 5.
Alrighty.
That's a 19 plus 5 because Aster now has a perfect charisma score. So, he's like, are you going to listen? Does he nod his head? Because he'd have the ability to nod his head.
He's just like kind of sitting there really
Just sitting there really what?
like really quiet, just like definitely really fucking scared.
He's like, well, he's the coward one that ran before, so yeah. He'll definitely speak.
Atreus would tap him with the trident and just, are you going to comply?
Just nods.
He's like, good.
And then Atreus with the prongs of the trident just takes it under the like little rope and just like pulls it off so he can like break the rope around his mouth.
Don't break it.
Don't break it. Don't break it. Aster he's just like, I would say Aster takes the rope off his mouth and is like, speak. First off, tell us why you came here.
We were told to get the boy.
To get the boy? Why the Goliath woman, too?
I don't know, he just grabbed her!
He's like, okay. Where were you taking them?
To the base?
Which is where?
And you just hear one of the other guys just like sitting in the background being like, shut your fucking mouth!
He can't speak, their mouths are tied.
Oh wait, right. Hold on. He's just
Aster would look over and say, shut up before I burn you. And he's like, answer the question. Unless, and he would wave his hand, you want to be burned by my magic instead. I mean, you saw what I did to your friend out there. His spinal cord's out in the open for all to see. He's just like, now answer. Where's the base?
it's in the reserve.
Insight check. Is he insight check? I want to insight check that. I don't trust that.
Alrighty.
So that's a 17 plus...
He's telling the truth.
Oh, okay. In the reserve? What's the tabletop? What's the reserve?
The reserve is essentially, if you were to do your research on Fendelver lore, actually, could you roll a history check?
Not as good as the last one, but that's a 15 plus. Good thing he's proficient in history. 15 plus, where's my history? Plus 5, so dirty 20.
The reserve, because you did your research on the place, is essentially one of the big spots on the mountain that is specifically reserved to preserve wildlife. Think like a national park. It's meant to be like, okay, there are meant to be no buildings in this area. It is essentially meant to be entirely wild and protected, minus maybe a few hiking trails.
He's like, okay, on the reserve. And he's like, you or any of your friends got a map on you?
I don't know about them. I don't.
He
The
looked.
guy that I knew had the map. You burnt his spine.
He's like, the guy that I burnt his spine, he has the map. He's like, we'll go get that from. He's like, I imagine he calls out to Iceland. He's like, Iceland, can you go get that real quick?
Of course.
Thank
She
you.
nods and goes outside to get it.
Jet's going to look to Aster, and he's going to ask, Darling, could I actually ask this lad a question?
Go ahead, ask away.
And Jet's just gonna, like, squat down, just, so, darling, you've already told them what they need to know. How about you tell me something that will help them? How many people are left in the compound, in the reserve?
There was about 25 when we left. It might have changed.
25, is that including Thunderchode?
I'm sorry.
Is that including Thunderchode, darling?
Not that I know of. I don't think he's there.
Atreus would lean right next to his face and just go, then where is he?
Probably in the mine.
It's like, no surprise there.
Do you know why he's in the mine, darling?
Last I checked before I came up here, he had a really fucking bad injury.
Oh,
Real fucking bad.
Oh yeah, that's right. We took his legs.
Yeah.
He's like, so approximately 25 left. Anybody specific with any special abilities we should know about?
I mean, 25.
Number doesn't matter. If we need to know skill right now. We have the number. Anybody with any special skills?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know about that one. We're all kind of basic over here. And you just hear one dude just go, just like, oh.
He's like, oh, shut up. You are basic. Look how easily you were taken down.
Darling, you were taken down by a lad who, frankly, shook his ass at you and you crumpled like a dollar
Well, I'm gonna
bill.
see if this one fucker specifically has the audacity. Yes, he does. He's gonna fuck you.
He said, which one is it?
You notice which one of these motherfuckers said that? This one right here.
This one?
Jet's just going to saunter on over, just kind of shaking his quad glove, and it's like
He's
just going to untie. Do you want to repeat that for the class to hear, darling?
Wait. He said, shut up, slut, is what he said to Jet.
No, I know.
Wait,
I'm telling Chad.
Fuck you, slut? I thought it was
Ah.
fuck you, slut.
Oh, fuck you, slut. That's what he said. He said,
Was it-
fuck you, slut.
Is that what it was, Sonny?
That's what he said to Jet. Because I was saying that because that's what Chat was confused about.
But he just says to your face, fuck you, you whore.
With that, can I make a sleight of hand check to try to grab his tongue?
Yep.
What?
That is a 19 plus 4.
You. My idea is that is fuck you, you whore.
And
Something silent.
how does that? And when I grab it, I'm just going to pull as hard as I can and just kind of bring my clawed gauntlet really close to it. Just, darling, I'd watch your tongue. Otherwise, you might be swallowing it.
Oh wait.
Ash is like, you
You're
should
not
have.
going to learn. And then he's just going to take the middle finger and cut his tongue off.
Oh! He cut his
Shit.
tongue
No.
off, man!
No.
Oh my god!
Make a dex check.
No.
A dex check?
Yeah.
Could I make this an attack roll?
Yes.
That is a 17 plus 6, so 23.
That's brutal.
Clean.
Clean slices his tongue out of his mouth.
And then he's just going to, like, slam his mouth shut with the tongue. And then he's going to walk back up to the grunt over here and just hold out the tongue. Before you die, I expect you to eat this. For his impudence.
Whoa!
Oh, shit!
Okay.
And I'm going to make an intimidation check to get that across.
Take a step back there for a second, but
Take
anyways,
a
without intimidation.
That's a net 20 plus 7.
Oh shit! Jack don't fuck around! Jack don't fuck around!
I'm dead.
Jack said you gonna pay. He said you gonna suffer before you die. After oh god. Ash is just like, usually I'd be nicer and tell you and tell you not to shove it down his throat. But considering they were about to kidnap a child, harmed his mother, I dare say I don't have much pity for you.
Yeah, Atreus would just, like, basically cut off Aster at the end of that and just go, just fucking do it already.
And Jet is going to, like, tilt the grunt's head up, drop the tongue in, and then hold the mouth shut and say, "Swallow, sweetie."
For the sake of not describing something that gross.
I'm so glad Iceland's not here for that.
I'm so glad you didn't have to witness this.
Iceland's dying.
In fact, so that way we don't have to describe this. Meanwhile, outside.
Meanwhile,
Catherine-
outside.
Catherine
Meanwhile, the halls of
and
justice.
Catherine and Arthika, I remember, are still in the bush hiding. So let's follow Iceland outside.
Also, is it just me, or can I not see Iceland?
Where is she?
I
Like Nanako, can you, like, move Iceland? Yeah,
Oh.
you can only see
There she
Iceland
is.
when you move
Wait,
Iceland.
oh, she's invisible.
Why am I invisible?
Yes, Daddy. I mean, yes, Daddy. I mean, look at me.
Hey! I've refreshed it, by the way. It doesn't help. I think
Yeah.
you can delete and replace Iceland.
No, I see Nisha in the bushes named Nisha and Orphan.
Yeah, that's
No.
like that. After Oscar died, Poco did that when they were in the different VC.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
horrible, Nisha.
Yeah, now it's working.
Mwah.
There you are.
Now I see you.
Yeah, now she's alive.
I'm gonna put the body or the
It'd be like right here.
Yeah.
it'd be right around over here.
They probably moved it because it was further down because he was trying to run with Catherine.
Yeah, it'd be here.
Yeah,
'cause
it would
that's where
probably
the
be
Real
around
raggy.
trail of blood goes.
Yeah, there would actually where it'd be, I think.
Iceland.
Next, but Iceland, after being asked to go retrieve the map, you walk out and you see a group of people outside, just like tending to each other and like making sure each other is okay. It includes the bartender, 2 of the servers, and then the 2 guests that were held hostage as well. And then you just see currently lying against the wall the guard that is still alive after the attack. And you also see, unfortunately, the remains of Oscar's armor. Why do I feel like I'm already tired of this shit?
I'm sorry. We'll stop.
We're a bunch of toddlers that you're
fine,
taking
it's
care
just
of.
funny.
Quick reminder that
Okay.
Eva did it.
Ava's an evil fox,
the red
alright.
scribbles is blood.
Is
The red
blood.
scribbles are blood. Okay. Anyways, Iceland walks out and she looks among everybody. Is everyone all right?
Quit drawing on my map!
Blood!
Get out of here.
Blood!
Get that shit out of here.
The dwarven bartender kind of walks up over towards you and it's just like, we're all alright. We made sure that, are you alright? You didn't see really
Yes.
anything that happened after we all ran.
Yes, everything's alright. It's all been taken care of.
That's good.
Quite an unusual manner, but it worked.
I assume, and he just points over to Oscar. That's who I think it is.
She looks down. Yes, it is, unfortunately.
You see him just like take a flask out of like his pocket before emptying out in the snow, and then just tries to like dry it out with.
Well then, I have to check for a map over there. She points to the body.
Do so, but give me a second. And he continues to try to dry out this thing before trying to get to you, and like taking your hand, putting it in your hand, and then closing it for you.
Repeat that one more time. That last part.
He takes your hand, puts the flask, the dried flask in your hand before closing your hand over it.
Thank you.
Not
what the hell was that?
What?
Nothing.
I saw something. Austin? What the? Austin!
Austin.
Oh my god.
What'd you do?
Did you do the mute deafen thing and shake your ass on my stream?
Yes, yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Only my emote may do that. Only the cinnamon shaker's ass is allowed on my stream. Get that ass off my stream! Continue.
But he just goes, may not be the best turn, but hey, it's a lucky trinket. It'll be hopefully good enough for him. For you, buddy.
I really appreciate that. Thank you.
No problem.
She, in the moment, carefully puts away the flask as she goes over to the body over here to look for the map.
Roll investigation for me while I roll for something else.
Would that be added to anything? I think
I see you spinning,
wait,
motherfucker.
that would be a 19.
But Atreus, I see you spinning.
A tray.
But unfortunately, you do find the map. However, you do find a good chunk of it burned and singed.
Oh boy.
It was on his back?
It was on his side.
I hit his back.
Fire goes
doesn't
floosh!
just
True.
fire goes around shit. Doesn't
And I rolled for it!
hit into-
Okay, fine.
You know what? For being an idiot.
Tits is off.
Fuck!
Thank you for the biddies, though. I appreciate. But yes, you have
Oh,
a
you
point.
turned off-
I didn't think
you
of
turned off
that. You
bonks
are
on
entirely
everyone.
right. You are
But
you are entirely right. I
Sorry.
apologize.
Can't bonk the Asta.
But you do find this map, and there's a good chunk of like directions on there, but it does not show the end destination, unfortunately.
We will do what we have. Oh well. Yeah. Next up, the body, ready to head back inside.
Wait, the flask. Oscar's ashes.
Yeah. Okay. But before going to Oscar, oh well, what remains? You're gonna have to keep reminding me. I'm kind of eepy.
We all are EB, don't worry. But
Thank you.
Well,
It's
everyone-
okay. It's okay.
It's 1 p.m.
but you do collect the ashes into this flask, and you do seal it shut. And if you were to look at this flask, it literally says Lucky Flask on it, and it's kind of like embedded into the leather surrounding the metal flask. It also has the bartender's signature at the bottom, which says, let me pull up my fucking notes.
Dwarfman.
No,
He has a name.
He has a fucking name, dude.
His name's Dwarfman.
Shut
it,
up.
no, it says like kind of like on the bottom with his signature, Tolan Stonehill.
Can we put that on his token?
Yes, we can.
In brackets on the underneath.
Austin,
Dwarfman.
explode!
I don't have an explode sound on my soundboard. You're gonna have to give me a minute.
Grow, expand, explode. Grow, expand, explode.
I'm dead. Oh god!
Jesus Christ, it's too much Atreus.
You told me to expand.
It was a Courage the Cowardly Dog reference.
But
Well,
yes,
guess what?
that's
Domain.
Yeah, it's just-
Oh god!
Okay, enough. We have to focus. We are playing too much now. And I
Sorry.
encourage this. I gotta stop too.
Yeah, fucking stop.
But that is what happened. That is what you read on this little flask. There's just a big thing of Lucky Flask, and then in the bottom of his signature of Tolan Stonehill.
Live, love, laugh. Okay. She holds it close to herself, the flask full of his ashes, hoping for the best before she heads for the door. She looks at Tolan again. Thank you. For going inside.
I know what grief is like, one. I get it.
And she nods her head. As she enters,
then you head in. You head inside, and you just see Jet holding the moss shut. This dude's moss shut as he's just coughing.
I don't even want to know.
I was just like, you
Of course she
really.
goes.
It's like, you really don't want to know.
I found the map. However, she hands him the map.
I burned part of it. Fuck. Which this would be the first time you all heard him cuss. I would just like to say.
Row.
Atreus would look at him and say, calm down, it's not your fault.
He's like,
You did what you had to do.
I know. Still, And he's looking at the map and he's like, it gives decent enough instructions. We just don't have the end point. And he'd look
Yes.
and he'd look at him and he'd look at him and show him the map and say, yeah, think you can give us any more advice on how to get to the final destination here?
I'm not gonna lie, no, I did not touch that thing with it. I did not touch that thing.
Aster look at the others and say, any of the rest of you want to help? Or have any idea?
The rest of them are just like shovel at the guy who had his tongue ripped out.
He's like, oh, you can shut up. You're not the one I'm talking to. You know that. But what did the others do?
They're just like mumbling to themselves and maw tied shut. It is. Ow! Fuck!
He
I hit my knuckles.
Ow.
I would say then Aster goes up to each one who is still, I say not each one, but Aster would point to each one one at a time and say, shake your head yes or no if you know how to get to the final place. Points at the one right here. Do you know?
Shakes his head.
Yes or no?
He doesn't have his mouth tied open.
Shake his head yes or no. You don't need your mouth untied to shake yes or no with your face.
That's what he did. He shook his head no.
Shook his head.
Okay, I did not hear the no. I was very confused.
She'll say shook his head or nod. Shake means no.
Okay. I need to hear like a yes or a no from you, Sunny. Otherwise, I don't understand. Apologies. Okay. The one in the center. Does he? He's like, you. Do you know?
Shakes his head.
You in the back right there. Do you know?
Shakes his head.
You. Final one. Do you know?
Shakes his head.
He's like, unfortunate, but looks at Atreus. We do have someone who's good at tracking, so I'm certain we'll be able to find them still. After all, the closer we get, the more traces of activity they'll leave behind.
Exactly.
He's like, 25, nobody of any specific skills we can identify. Thunderclaws in the mines. Earthriku and Catherine are safe. I dare say we have all of our questions answered, unless anybody else has something they need to ask.
I have nothing to ask. I asked all my questions.
Anyone else?
No.
Atreus?
Let me think for a second. Let me think. Is there anything he could ask?
Wait, how is Vixar recovering from his injuries if they know that? I didn't think of that.
Actually, yeah, he'd, he'd kneel down next to the grunt and be like, how's Tambeth with his fucking legs?
I think the last I checked, he's making himself new ones.
Build.
How's he going about that?
What?
Where's he getting the material?
I mean, there's teleportation circles from the mine to the Golden Empire.
Poco.
Jesus fucking Christ, Poco.
But Aster's like, that then. Aster's like, good to know.
Oh.
That means there's openings to the Golden Empire through teleportation within the mines. We need to cut those off to ensure that we have no reinforcements coming through. When we find them, that is.
Atreus would then stand up and then hang on quickly. Yeah, I'll roll for strength to see how hard he does it. That's a 19 plus 3, so that's 22. He takes the blunt end of the trident and just hits the grunt over the back of the head.
That's just like, since we... Oh.
And he'd turn around and say to Trixie, just, you want to turn?
I think that if I get my turn, I'm not gonna stop. So I suggest you get anything that you need.
We've gotten everything we need. It's your
Good.
turn.
Master's like, yeah,
I suggest you get out of the splash zone.
Jet's just going to scoot down the counter and... Oh, by the way, one of them broke a bottle. I'm taking what's left as compensation.
Atreus would
I could
walk
care
back
less.
into... He'd walk back into the bar and walk past it, just like, have fun. And they'd like, just like, go here, hop the bar, and like, just go outside.
Have fun.
Master's
I
like...
know I will.
Master's like... I imagine Master's like, make sure not to leave too big of a mess that you have to clean up. And what happens when we go outside?
I'm just gonna draw it. Blah, 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 blah.
Also,
Oh god.
also, Austin. Apparently, it's a little hard to hear you when you're doing Atreus' voice. They're wanting to know if you can turn your mic up a bit.
Fine.
Zelda, you can't. No. Shoot.
Yes. No,
Alrighty,
come back,
now-
Zelda.
And now you make it outside. And you currently see the bartender, the two other waitresses, and then the two guests that were in the hostage situation currently out and about. You do not see Captain or Riku, as more than like they are still in the little bush that they were hiding in.
Aster would call out and say, you both can come out now. They're all taken care of.
And then they start walking towards y'all. And then also immediately kind of just going up to it's either Iceland or Jet. So let me like Iceland evens or odds.
Evens.
Unfortunately it's odds, I'm sorry. You
It's
kind of
okay.
just see currently dressed in this very cutesy outfit, this elvish woman with kind of like this platinum blonde hair with like little like hints of pink to it, kind of just walking up to Jet and before like being like thank you so much before going to everyone and like kind of giving her thanks to every single one of you before just stopping being like, I don't know how I could repay you from ever getting me out of there.
Jet's just going to kind of look at this lady, and his bard instinct kicks in. Well, we could go for drinks later. My treat.
But I don't think that'd be I don't think that'd be enough to thank. I have before just like kind of fiddling in her pockets before pulling out like 4 little pieces of paper before being like, I have some vouchers to my bookshop. You guys can get a free book there.
That. I think that works. I mean, I was fine with drinks later, but I'm sure they want something, so sounds like a good deal.
Aster's just like, I do love books.
Yes, I would like one, thank you.
Atreus would just like would take one and just like give her a nod.
Thank you again so much.
Of course.
At this point, Atreus would begin to walk over to like Catherine and Earthriku. And Earthriku still has the cat, right?
He has the cat.
Aw.
He walks up and says, "You two all right?"
And I have the cat for you still.
He just like look at Earthriku and see the cat. And like, "Thank you," and they like take the cat from him.
Are you all right? That was intense situation there.
I'm fine. You all right?
My head hurts, but it could be worse.
Would it be investigation to see how bad her head is? Or would it be perception?
It would be
It
more
would be
like
medicine.
it would be medicine.
Oh, medicine. All right. So I mean, either way, that's a +1. That's 13.
So 13 plus 1 or 13 just added?
Just 13.
Okay.
13 added.
Okay. You're able to see that, like, the beginning of where the scar is like midway from the hairline to the eyebrow on Catherine's head. And it kind of leads kind of down to, like, the middle of her scalp. And if you were to look closely enough, especially due to your proficiency with injuries, you could tell that whatever happened, she was probably hitting the head over the head with something, and it split her scalp open.
Oh God.
What? And he like look close and he's like put his like lightly like places like hand on her head and just like lightly rub his thumb over the scars. What the hell hit you?
I don't really remember.
And they like he look at Denny and said, "Are you sure there's anything that you don't? Are you sure there's not anything you need?"
I can't really think of anything right now. My head just hurts, and I probably need to sit down.
All right. You just sit with the kid and then get home.
All right.
Honestly, they're probably not gonna be safer at home.
Honestly,
But then again, they weren't much
Fair
safer
enough.
here.
exactly. It's not going to really make a difference.
Yeah.
And then I think Atreus would realize at this point, like he'd take a glance back over at Oscar's armor, and then like after taking a look, he'd realize about Nisha,
Let me.
and then
Oh God.
what?
I just realized also Nisha. I'm just like, oh shit, yeah, that's right.
I've been staring at her this entire time.
Orphan.
Yeah, Atreus would be like, wait, and they'd like run over to the bush that Nisha was hiding in, and like in Draconic goes, Nisha,
Pokes her head out.
hey, you all right?
Just a look of sad look. No talk.
He'd kneel down next to Nisha and just say, are you okay?
Nisha just looks over at Oscar's armor and then just nods very slowly.
He'd put his hand out, just next to her, and say, "Come here."
She gets on the hand.
Yep, and then he'd stand back up with her in his hand, and he'd walk back over to the others. And then, hang on, I'll be right back. I need to tell my brother to go shut the fuck.
But in the meantime, as Atreus is doing that, just this lady's going, I should probably mention, my name is Evie, and I run the bookshop on Main Street.
Oh, I'll have to make my way into there. Well,
That way
when
you can get your vouchers.
not just that, I personally love books. I always have. They've always got something interesting to say, unless it's a bad book. But that's hard to come by. There are some real stinkers, though. I remember a saucy one written by a gnomish man. It was so horrid. Not because it was anything raucous.
I'm back.
It was just so poorly written.
I get though. I get.
What's
But I
happening,
have a
guys?
big variety of products, and I'm sure you'll find something that you like.
What did I miss?
Just Evie and Jet talking.
Okay.
But would we like to continue from what Atreus was doing?
Yes. Atreus walks over, the cat in the jacket in one arm, and Nisha. I assume she'd be a little wrapped around his arm, and the other arm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He just hold her up a little bit. Just found her.
Aster would go over and be like, "Oh my God, I forgot about. I am so sorry, Nisha."
Just sad look, almost shell shock, kind of 1,000-yard stare.
He's like, "I'm so sorry. I'm certain it's not easy, especially since this must feel like losing him a second time."
Hang on. I bet, yeah.
No!
Dude, why?
It's better than just an orphan.
Or for the Drac Moon.
Oh, God. You jerk.
Sorry.
Iceland goes over. Nisha. She holds up the flask with the ashes.
Aster would be like, "What's with the flask?"
The bartender. She motions to Tolan. He gave me this so I can put some of his ashes here.
It's like, "Oh, thank you, sir."
Don't even mention it. I
Being
understand what it's
when-
like to lose someone so suddenly.
Yes. Being the one who, in our group, is closest to us, I think. I truly think Nisha should have ownership of it.
Does Nisha understand common?
Understands but does not speak.
Yeah.
Aster would say in Draconic, I know you can't speak common, but I agree with her. You should have ownership over the ashes.
And Nisha will kind of just grasp onto the flask and kind of hold it very close.
I'll get some string later so we can so you can carry it around your neck if you want.
Nisha just kind of looks up and nods slowly again.
She reaches out her hand. She doesn't touch Nisha without permission, of course, but she reaches out her hand as an offer to give her a pat.
She will accept.
She gently pats Nisha's head as her way of comforting her.
Nisha will kind of just look around and then just kind of look back at the flask and hold it close again.
That way he'll forever be with you.
Atreus in his arm would slightly unwrap the cat in the jacket and say in Draconic to Nisha, just come sit with the cat. It'll be safe in there.
Sorry, Nisha just kind of looks in and then Nisha will just kind of go into the jacket, but not very far, because still kind of iffy on it.
Yeah, and he'd wrap it up very lightly as to not crush or anything, and just hold it, and they'd say, so what's the plan?
Plan is, we need to take this map to the guards first. Because remember, our plan was for the mines. But if we need to stop by, and he holds the map here first and take care of these thugs, we can. For now, we need to go upstairs, you get your armor, return Otto's trident, get some of our other things, and then start making our way over to the guard and plan from there whether we take care of more of the brutes, the lackeys, or if we head straight to the mines.
Atreus would just nod and then head into the tavern. And then lay witness to what the fuck Trixie's done. Jesus.
Yeah, no. You just see a crud ton of icicled blood all over everything as Trixie is just standing there and just...
Feeling better?
A whole lot, yes.
Aster just walks
Good.
in. He's like, Trixie, have you... Oh, gods!
What's going on? Sorry. I'll drinks tonight about sundown. Looking at Evie.
Sure.
Sounds good to me. Catch you then. And just going to walk inside. Just notice what's going on. Well, that's a spectacle.
It's like,
Yeah, it is.
I'm just gonna head up to my room and get my stuff.
I've already got everything of mine, though.
Atreus wouldn't say anything, he'd just walk swiftly behind Aster.
Iceland as well. Just making sure she doesn't forget anything.
out of earshot of everyone, just Jet like, right. Forget that people need to warm up to you.
Aw, is he thinking they're not
Oh.
Aw, that's not what's happening with Aster. He's just focused.
Atreus is really fucking confused on how to feel about him, though.
Iceland already likes him. She's just,
Atreus
you
is more
know,
confused.
huh?
Aster thinks he's
Doesn't no.
Aster thinks he's okay. He likes him so far.
Yeah.
But yeah, Aster since he went up first, he gets to his room and he pops in. He knocks and then gently cracks the door. Is like, Otto, you okay?
A
The
lot better than before, yeah.
He's like, good. The situation downstairs has been settled, and Atreus will bring you your Triton soon. He'd like,
Yeah, and then
What happened?
Atreus would then walk in and just say, well, first... And then, like, he'd place the trident against the wall, like, as he says, well, first, and then it's like, seduction. Second, carnage.
Aster's like,
Huh?
he's like,
Don't question it.
he's like, I can give you a brief explanation as I gather up the rest of my things.
And then Atreus would walk out the room and he'd close the door, and he'd walk to his room.
I imagine Aster would go up and like, as he's getting his thing, what is his vomit bucket full?
Yes.
Aster's like, Aster's looking at it, he's like, here, let me dump this for you. And
Dumps it on someone outside under the window.
no! Where would be an appropriate
doesn't realize that someone's out the window
Bathroom.
underneath it.
bathroom? Yeah. He'll actually take the bucket then and go to the bathroom real quick and dump it and clean it out and come back. And he's like, here, clean bucket so you're not having to worry about vomiting on the floor or anything. And he's like, I'm glad you're feeling a bit better. Do you need more water? More bread?
Water. Yes. Bread. Yes.
He's like, I'll get some before we leave then and bring it up to you. And he just kind of sighs. He's like, this is a lot's happened. First things first, I guess. Oscar's dead. Dead.
Oh,
That's
not good.
He's like, yes. He just was disintegrated in one blow. So, Oscar's gone. There were men downstairs working for the Thunderclaw who were trying to kidnap Catherine or Thriku. We stopped them, thankfully. Catherine's okay. Earthriku's okay. Then there were more inside. They had taken the patrons and the bartender and hostage and had blocked Trixie into her office. Surprisingly, we met a nice fellow named Jet, who managed to single-handedly take them all down and get them to tie themselves up by charming them. With a dance, no less.
That's fucking impressive. I'm not gonna lie.
If you had seen the dance, you would have been absolutely shocked. He was... What is it called? A striptease? Something like that. And... We interrogated them, got our answers, we got a map. One carrying it, I fucked up and I hit the one carrying it though, and the final part of it's burnt, so we don't know exactly where they're at, but we have it. And...
Check the distance of the map of the singes from the edges.
And, you know, he would check it and shows it to Otto. He's like, yeah, here, This is the part we're
Let's see
missing.
if I have brain power. Let's see if I have enough brain power despite this hangover to figure something out.
What'd you roll?
I was a fucking 19. I'm surprised.
Hey yo.
Man remembers!
Bro folded up his guts. He's like, I got brain power.
You have about a 300-foot area to find that place. Once you get to that spot, you'll have like 300 feet to look it from.
He'd look at the map. He'd say, "Thank you, Otto. I greatly appreciate it." And he would fold the map up and put it away. And he's like, "Thank you. I truly do appreciate it and everything."
I don't think I can go with you. I no.
I imagine he tried to sit up for a second, and Aster just puts his hand on his shoulder and gently pushes him back down. He's like, "You can't go anywhere. You stay here as long as you need. I don't mind. And you just rest and worry about recovering. I will get you bread and water so you don't have to worry about a thing."
I know this sounds also really bad, but make sure you got all the stuff that Oscar had, so that way he, in a way, can still help you. Because I know for a fact that portable ramp is gonna be fucking useful.
He's like, "I know that's going to be useful. Don't worry, we already have that planned." And he's just like, he like gives a gentle pat to his hands, like, "You just rest up, okay?"
Okay. And he gives a thumbs up.
He's like, I'll be back with more water and bread for you soon." And he like gives him like a little gentle smile before like leaving the room to head down.
And I'll move on over in the meantime to Iceland. Is there anything extravagant that happens while you're getting ready or after you get ready?
Yeah. So I suppose after?
Alrighty, what you got planned?
She mostly like just takes a moment to look out the window, as she's been finding herself doing that a lot lately. Before taking a deep breath and going back downstairs. And even though she sees this carnage of blood and iced blood and whatever, it doesn't really seem to faze her that there's just that mess. She simply goes over to the table and sits to wait for the others. Not much happening with her.
Jet, since you are there and I'd say you witness this, is there anything that you would do?
What am I witnessing? Sorry, I was.
Iceland kind of just sitting down, kind of blank in the face, just staring out into the ether.
Jet would just kind of walk over, sit at her table, and still having that broken bottle that he basically just broke the top off to make it seem like, broken, can't be used anymore. But he's just going to pour into one of the cups on the table and just hand it to her. "You all right, darling?"
Oh, she takes the cup. Yes, I suppose I am. She takes a sip. Thank you.
Can I try to insight that?
I will allow it.
Because that pause. That is a 19 plus 6, so 25.
Iceland, do you want to roll anything to contest being looked into and just saying I'm fine?
No, not really.
What can you read from Iceland's feelings then?
He can. Jet notices that it's a mixture of something, but mostly a sort of confusion. as if she doesn't understand something within herself. As if she doesn't understand what she's feeling.
From the looks of it, dear, you're not as fine as you think you are. After all, there's a word in Elven for this sort of feeling you get. It boils down to, in common, overstimulation. So many emotions running at once that they all cancel each other out. But it's common for young elves and people to experience this because, well, you don't know how to handle new things, new emotions. From what I can tell, a lot of this is new to you.
I
Pain,
suppose.
loss, excitement.
Yes, that is true. I believe what you say is true.
If you'd like some help trying to work through that, I can offer my assistance. I'm not just a pretty face and a pretty voice to listen to. I can listen in turn.
I'll let you know. I truly appreciate that.
I mean, between you and me, when you lot went upstairs, for the first time in what seems like forever, I didn't have anyone fawning over me. Anyone trying to swarm me. I'm not used to that feeling.
Nice.
As a
Amazing.
as a bard, I'm used to that sort of thing in larger cities where people have heard of me. I've been to Phandelver before, but I'm not well known, so it makes sense. Just it's kind of new. I don't know how to feel about it.
I'm sure you'll figure it out eventually as well.
Oh, of course I will.
Truth,
I've got all the time in
truthfully
the world.
though, yes. Truthfully though, I'm not actually from Phandelver.
Oh, where are you from?
One moment.
You're from Astara.
Did you
Restara.
forget?
Yeah. I haven't had the need to bring it up in so long.
No, I
I
don't
love
blame
that we
you.
have it written down.
Nah, I don't blame you. I sometimes forget Aster's a prince.
Okay. I'm from a star. More specifically, uh, a quaint little village. My mother resided in a forest of sorts, not too far from the village.
Oh, alright. I'm from Stoak. Obviously, I'm a dark elf. Partially a dark elf. And then he just kind of wiggles both sets of ears at the same time. I've got a little bit of mix going on, but for the most part, I identify with being an elf because I've got all the benefits and all the drawbacks.
I will say this,
Um,
Iceland. Because of geography, you you would honestly, out of everyone, be the closest from where you're from, be the closest to Stomach. And for your information, Stomach is essentially a really big city within the entrance to the underground. It's the way you would describe to you how it looks. Think of it as this really big canyon or crater with a city at the bottom that leads into a lot of different cave systems.
you send me that info later.
I will remind you later.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
But that's what you know of Stoma, a big old city at the bottom of a crater.
Got it. Thank you. My brain is hurting. Hold up.
Oh,
Oh,
Oh no!
I did not mean to click that.
did you click on the other VC?
No, I accidentally clicked the disconnect button on Sunny's face cam. I was trying to move
do you
it.
have Do you have it in pop-out mode as well?
No, I have it floating around my Discord window.
Hey, Dementio's in chat.
Hey, Seb.
Hey!
Hello,
Hey,
Annette.
Seb. Anyways, you may continue your conversation.
But you know, being from Stomark, which is on this technically partially on the surface, you'd think I'd be able to stand the sunlight a little longer than I can, but in truth, he's going to lower his shades. These are actually needed for me to exist up here.
oh.
It is very bright.
I can kind of understand. I know a little bit.
On the plus side, I can see very well in the dark.
That should come in handy.
Oh, it does. But, you know what? Tell me about a little of what you've done, like, with the group. Because
Oh.
I'm curious, you lot seem like adventurers.
Well, in a way, I suppose. I mean, we are called here. We were, funnily enough, when we got here, we immediately got to work to helping out here as we saved a goblin camp
Ah,
from trouble.
that is definitely a noble cause.
Yes, we've been finding ourselves in these kind of situations a lot, especially when it came to helping the merfolk and the gods.
And this might come a little crass, but am I mistaken thinking that that masked figure that you travel with, that's, he's just gonna kind of lean in. Is that actually Prince Destiny?
Well, if I'm being also honest, I think it'd be best if you would talk to him about that. I don't want to intrude too far with him.
Fair
He's a
enough.
great man, a good friend.
Oh, I have no doubts about that. And if it is, I remember him from when he was but a wee little lad.
Oh, truly.
I was hired for the royal birthday of his mother. Curses be
Oh.
upon her name.
I see.
Darling, between you and me, his mother is a witch with a capital B. I mean, how can you get mad at someone for not dressing properly, and then when they try to, you get mad at them for dressing properly, and then you get mad at the choice of instruments for a song they chose and knew the instruments of that they requested? And then there was also that poor waitstaff. Oh, my heart bleeds for those waitstaff.
Can we say Aster's down the stairs now, please?
Yes, you just hear like, and how did, and the waitstaff, God bless be upon them.
Aster's just
That's
like,
what you hear.
Aster's just like, is what's wait staff?
Oh,
hello.
I must ask, judging by the little markings under your eyes, you are Prince Destiny, yes?
Aster would look at Jet shocked, before, of course, pulling his mask down. He's like, yes. I'm surprised you recognized me so easily.
I
Most
saw
people
you once before.
How? Where? Most people forget I exist.
I performed at your mother's birthday party.
Oh, you poor soul.
You think I'm the poor soul? Let your heart bleed for those poor waitstaff.
I know. He's like, oh, trust me, I'm very well aware of how my mother treats the servants. I am not cut of the same
I
cloth
thought
as
they
her.
were just caterers. Oh, my heart. Oh.
He's like,
They
no.
have to stay with her?
Yes, they do. They do.
Oh, my gods above. My heart goes out to them.
And my poor sister having to put up with her as well.
From what I remember, your sister's fairly no-nonsense, which is surprising that she hasn't snapped at your mother yet.
She... Yeah, let's just say, we don't get along with our mother, and because of that, she tries to hold her tongue best she can.
Fair enough. She does a better job of holding her tongue than I can, because I remember a song I wrote about her, and oh boy, it was popular with the people, but not popular with her.
Aster would laugh and be like, you'll have to sing it for me sometime. But I came down here for a reason. He's like, he'd go over to the bar and call out to Trixie and say, Trixie, can I grab some water and bread from behind the bar real quick, please? And thank you.
That makes sense.
Go right ahead. You're perfectly fine, free of charge.
He's like, I greatly appreciate it. And, like, he's gonna go back there and, grab water and bread, and then he's gonna go back around. And before he goes up the stairs, he's gonna say, he's like, I'm gonna take these up to Otto real quick. I promised I'd get him more bread and water. He's...
Wish him luck for me.
Did
That
you...
you've not heard of this Otto person.
Going to assume this is someone they care about, and just don't be too long.
He's like, I promise I'll be down quickly. And he's just like...
I wouldn't blame you if you took a couple minutes to yourself, though.
He's just... I imagine Aster just, like, gets like, blushy pink. And he's like, it's not like that? Like, he says it questioningly.
Right.
Like, he says it like a question, like he's not even sure.
Oh, yeah, no. Jet's picking up on that, and, like, right. It's not like that.
It's like,
Trust me, it'll be like that soon enough.
he's like,
Wish this Otto well for me.
Okay. Not wild magic. He's flustered, but not flustered enough to set it off. There's a difference between making him blush and then making him panic blush.
Exactly.
Darling, if I wanted to make him blush, I could do that easily.
You want a chance to do that before he heads up the stairs?
You know what? Yes. As you're going up, Jet's just kind of like, and I'm jealous of this Otto getting a lovely lad like you to himself.
He's just like,
I wish I could just buy.
he's just like, he's just like, and he's like red in the face, and let me roll to see if he controls his magic or not.
Wild magic, wild magic, wild magic.
Wild magic.
Unfortunately, that is a 6. He just made it by 1 point.
Fuck!
Bardic inspiration to subtract 1d4. I'm joking.
But you see Aster get blessed red in the face, and he starts to glow, and he's like, no, keep magic calm and cool. He's like, oh. He's like, I'm very flattered. That's very kind of you to say. He's like, I'm not used to getting compliments of any kind. So,
Darling, you should be receiving them more often.
he just, like, would give a little soft smile, and he's like, thank you. I'll take this up to Otto now and give him your well wishes. As he, like, kind of hurriedly goes up the stairs. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Okay, can I take a BRB break real quick?
Which will give us time to go to Atreus now.
Yeah.
I was gonna pipe up right after this. Like, may I request we see the Goliath man?
Yes, you're.
I'll be back.
Alrighty, Nanako. We're currently in your room.
Yeah.
In
So
yeah.
Atreus just closes his door. He takes the shield off and puts it just against the wall, and then places the jacket on the bed and unravels it, and says to like he speaks in Draconic, to Nisha basically the whole time. He just says, "There, you can relax here for a bit while I get ready."
And because I got the message from Poco that I have now full control over Nisha, Nisha
Oh.
kind of just like makes herself comfy and just curls herself up and just like lays there. And as for the little kitten, it like starts to stand up and tries to walk towards you.
Yeah, he just picks up the kitten and like he talks to the kitten and he's like, "What do I do with you?" And he like puts the kittens back on, like places the kitten back on the bed. He says, "I should probably think of a name for you, but not right now." And then starts like putting his arm on, like gets the chainmail from wherever the chainmail is and starts putting that over his clothes. He looks at is Nisha doing anything in particular?
No, just like laying there. I will say this, like midway through getting your armor on, you do see the kitten like walking towards you before. Make a dex check real quick.
13. 13 plus 2, that's 15.
The kitten falls off the bed and you quickly catch them.
Yeah, he probably see the cat fall off the bed. He just goes like, "Man." Yeah, it tries to like basically do like a diving catch and just like, "Oh, God, you need to be more careful, mate." He just like place the kitten on the floor. This time he's like, "No, you can't fall off the bed." Then he takes another glance at Nisha. Oh, I assume is still just relaxing and says in Draconic, just, "You alright?"
Nisha just simply nods, but is very slow.
And then he'd take a second before, like, continue to put the armor and kneel down next to the bed, right next to him. He's like, "You know, you can say anything to me. I know what you're feeling."
She just kind of curls up to herself, and it's kind of obvious from the voice that she just does not want to talk in this very moment.
Yeah, you see this, and it's like, "I understand that you don't want to talk. But if you wish to talk later, just say the word. Alright?"
Nisha will nod at that.
And then you just like give her a little like rub on the head. It's like with a single finger. He's like, "Good." And then as he continues to put the as he like finishes up putting the armor on, he looks at him and says, "Do you want to come with me, or would you like to stay here with the kitten?"
You try to look for the kitten, and you do not immediately see the kitten, and
he,
you feel something tinking at your armor.
He looks down. He's like, the cat just taking at the leg.
No, it's climbing your leg.
Oh, climbing the leg. He's like, "What are you doing?" Grabs it, he's like grabs it, he's like holds it in front of him. He's, "Huh. You really seem to like me, don't you?" And then he just like looks at the cat for a second. He says, "I'll call you Alex." Oh, and then he just like give a little rub on the head and just like set it back on the bed next to Nisha, and he says to Nisha and Draconic, "Just make sure it doesn't get anywhere."
Nisha will nod.
and then Atreus would grab the shield from the like on the floor and put it on his back, and then grab the warhammer from wherever he has it in the room and walk out. And
Here's a genuine question: would you leave the kitten food and water so that way it could eat? Because you don't know how long you're gonna be gone.
Oh yeah, okay. Like as he's walking out the room, he's like, oh yeah, right. And they turn around, and I'm pretty sure the tankard of water from Atreus would still be on the bedside table because he wouldn't have drank it all. He would. Does he have something that he could put it in? No. He could put it in a boot. He could pour the water in a boot.
Go downstairs to the bar and ask for stuff. We did just save the place.
True. But he just put the tanker just closer to the bed, just so the Alex can reach it, and then he'd walked out and asked for stuff. But hang on, something that's annoying me is when I right click on Nisha, it says I can't detach her. There we go. Yeah, that's why. It was just saying attach whenever I right click. They need to attach again. But then he'd
walk on down to the promenade.
Walking down the promenade.
That's my joke.
Nisha's still attached to you on my end. Oh, nope, she's
Same
not.
here. Oh, now she's gone.
And you were just like, what kind of stuff would there be for a cat at the bar?
I will tell you this as somebody who does have cats and has studied a lot on cats because her family once upon a time sold hairless cats, and my mom considered once upon a time doing a raw diet for them. Get unseasoned chicken, something like that, or get just plain cooked chicken that has not been seasoned or anything. That is what you're gonna want. Not that raw chicken's really the best to give to a cat. I'll be 100 with you. Usually it's better to cook it. So I say just look for cooked plain chicken, not seasoned in any way, shape, or form.
I'll let you do an investigation for that.
Yeah, he places Warhammer just right here as he hops the bar. So he doesn't have to go through any of this shit. And then roll investigation. That didn't even make it. The fucking dice tray just fell off the desk. That is 16 plus 1, that's 17.
You do see, because, the meals are, plated in a certain, the sections of types of foods are plated in a certain way. You do see a section of chicken that says unseasoned swine for unseasoned swines. And it's very much not seasoned chicken.
It was in the middle of being prepped.
Yeah, he just sees it and says, perfect. And they, pick up the, pick up the plate of it. And he just, walk over to the bar, he place it down the bar, hop it, pick it up again, and then walk past these two and be like, you two ready?
Wait, Nanako's not back.
Nanako's...
Yeah, so wait.
Deflating balloon. Fuck.
Go back to the room. You can talk to them when you come back.
Fine. Yeah, he just walks past them and then back into the room, and he placed the plate of chicken on the bed next to Alex. He just rub Alex on the head.
As he starts to eat chicken.
Yeah, you must be starving, little one. Who knows how long you're in that box for? And then
I kind of want to make a reference to this one TikTok where he just.
Okay. He'd look over at Nisha. Just, do you want me to grab anything for you before we go?
He just shakes head.
All right. I'll be back. And they walk out and close the door gently, and then
You hear as soon as you close the door, Alex just go.
he would just like sigh, he's like, and then open the door. What did he see?
Like the little kittens start to walk towards the door from the bed.
Quick, close it. They'll never leave you alone if you don't leave now. Kittens are actually like this.
He just close the door and just say, "Can't help you, bud." As he then
And then
walks down the steps, brokenhearted.
next up, we have Aster bringing Otto his foods.
Yeah. So once again, the gentle knock on the door, and then he cracks up. He's like, I'm back with the bread and water." And
Otto just like gives a thumbs up.
he would go sit on the edge of the bed by him and put the water and put the bread down. And while he's holding the thing, he's like, "Can you sit up?"
I will later.
He's like, "Okay." And he's like, he puts the water down and he's like, "Do you need anything else? Anything else at all? I have a little bit more time before I go."
I think I'll be fine. Don't worry.
He's like, "Okay. You just take all the time you need. You really... That liquor really did get you."
Sand cake works wonders.
"I can tell. I'm lucky I only drank a little bit of it." And Aster would give him, like, a little smile before, like, just sighing a bit. And he's just gonna, like, just breathe for a second to calm himself. He's like, "God, it's already been a lot today. And there's a lot more I've got to do."
You got this.
Ah, he smiles at him and says, "Thanks. I think I needed to hear that, especially after all that's already happened." And he'd take out Oscar's ring, and I'd say he'd leave it with his things in the room. He just puts it on like a little nightstand nearby. And yeah, that's pretty much what he would do. He'd just put a nightstand nearby before waving to Otto and like telling him, "I hope you can recover soon. And remember, you're welcome
See
to
you in a
stay."
couple hours.
See you in a couple hours.
I'm back.
And
Welcome back.
Ah, good. I bought you enough time. That's what I was trying to do.
Thank you.
and
Thank you.
and like he gives him a little smile before going out the door, and following
As you
Atreus.
walk out the door, you see Atreus walking out the door, saying, "Can't help you."
He's
As
like,
you just
"Can't
hear
help
from
you."
like
Yeah, he
beyond the
says-
door.
Yeah, he just says, "Can't help you, mate."
Before you just hear from beyond the door, just
Aster's like, "Oh, I'm sorry, little kitten, but he'll be back soon, and he's hopefully left you food and water, right?" He calls out to Atreus. "You left food and water
Yes,
for the thing, right?"
I had what was left in my tankard, and I gave him some unseasoned chicken.
He's like, "Perfect. That should do just fine for him." And, they go downstairs and reconvene with the others. And Aster's like, "Oh,
Why do you keep changing the thing?
Hey, leave him alone. He's having fun.
he's having
'Cause it's
fun."
funny.
When people are having their scenes of role playing and everything, this gives people a chance to just have fun a little bit.
be goofy little funnies.
Yeah.
Cat dad. But Ash was like, okay, I got everything. And he's like, we need to get Oscar stuff from outside. Which, speaking of, Poca, send us a list of everything Oscar got. So we
I
know
we
it's...
took a few things.
Yeah. We took his stuff, but not like his stuff he got for the mines.
Yeah.
Like the RAM and everything.
His character sheet has all this stuff, if I'm not mistaken.
So, can you send it to me?
I will send you the character sheet, yeah.
Thank you. Goofy
I know
in
I
my
took the board.
truck game. I'm sorry, I just laughed at that from V.
I know I got his sword.
I need to know like the stuff he got for the mines. I also need to get.
Yeah.
I also need to
Just
get like.
water.
We also need to get his potions off of him and give them to Jet too.
Yeah.
So. I'm not gonna be able to download this and open it right here, Poco.
Basically what he got for the mines was a bullseye lantern, with 10 things of oil. He got... I'll just write out a list.
Yeah, that would help. But, I do know he has the battering ram.
Let me pull it up. I was not expecting to have to do this. I should have, but...
So... You can send me the list of that stuff.
I'm just gonna send it in the no mic.
Okay, that's perfect. That's fine. That is perfect. That works perfectly.
I'm dead. Sorry, guys.
L.
It's
But
okay,
rip.
it's okay.
I'll also include his magic items.
Since you're getting that list together, I can actually, for once, address a raid during a D&D stream! Yeah! Ooh, 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 wah, wah. You guys can't hear.
Ooh, wah, wah. Ooh, ooh, wah, wah, oh. Ooh, ooh, wah, wah,
You can't actually sing along to it. It's not on stream for you to hear. But,
I don't care.
Hi, Cindy. Hi, Ash. Landa. I love your username so much. Hi, Bunny. And hi, 420. Hi, how are you? How we stream? What are you streaming? Welcome, Raiders. My name is Cinna. I'm a living Cinnamon VTuber. I'm a variety streamer. And tonight, we are playing Dungeons and Dragons. We're doing the stuff where we're getting, like, some items off of a party member who perished last session. Sad times. Rest in peace, Oscar, the Knight of Drakmoon. But currently, as one of my party members and fellow players is getting the list together of the things he had, I can address raid for once. But hi, how is everybody? How's everybody's day been? We started streaming Soma, then ended with Fortnite. Nice! I'm glad you had fun. I'm glad you got to play some games. Actually, I remember Soma. Isn't Soma... Let me make sure I got the right game real quick.
Fortnite's pretty fire.
Yeah, I know Mister has been on a Fortnite kick. Isn't Soma the underwater horror game with, like, robots and stuff?
When you say Mister has been on a Fortnite kick, I did the event this morning. I didn't do shit.
Oh, wait a minute. This is the same guy that did the one meme with during the Phasmophobia stream.
Yeah.
Did we ever use that clip for YouTube?
No, we
I
didn't.
don't even know what
No,
that
we
clip
didn't.
is.
We did not use that clip for YouTube. We plan to.
Fair
It's on
enough.
the list of clips to use. Some of this fricked up underwater game. Yes. Okay. Yeah, I have the right thing. I want to play Soma. I really, really do. But before I forget, because I know I'll forget, 420 Radio Lord and everybody who came with the raid, if you need to raid and run, if you need to go eat, drink, sleep, do after stream care, 110% go do that. Do not feel obligated to stay. If you do stay, we would love to have you here. But if you must raid and run, it's completely understandable. Quick rundown. All the way to the left is our D&D Dungeon Master, Sunny. In the beautiful pink with the claw hand is Jet, a bard. To the right of Jet, that's just a floating head that's now twerking its ass is our paladin Goliath. Run by Austin the Mod, named Atreus. And to the left of me is Iceland, the beautiful, wonderful druid. And then I am this character on my head right here, Aster Destiny, a male human sorcerer. Little quick rundown, letting you all know, because it's also pinned to the top of chat in case anybody misses it. Due to this being a D&D session, we do focus more on the session more than chat. We do have moments where we will take a break, but I am letting you know right now, like, we focus more on the game so you guys can enjoy it and enjoy the immersion. I'm the resident map maker, not including this tavern map. Yep, B is the resident map maker.
I made this map that we see right now.
Yeah, this one though.
I used it.
This one though is Sunny's handiwork.
Well, technically, what I did is I took a random picture off Google and then traced over it and put it in a snowy environment.
At least you're honest. At least you're honest. But yeah,
that's why it looks so funky.
I didn't even notice. I just thought it was a normal map. Do you have that list ready, Poco?
I already sent it.
Perfect. I will grab that now from the no mic so I can see exactly what all we got.
Hang on, Sunny, just super quickly, while we have a moment, all of the fucking songs in the Vengeance Saga are already at 1 million streams. That's fucking insane.
Put your obsession with epic away.
I'm just saying, it's fucking insane to me.
Put it away. Put
So
the griffers away.
So we have.
I ain't got socks on. The grip is around.
So we have one battering ram that's definitely going to Atreus. A 10-foot pole that'll also go to Atreus. A crowbar, anybody can hold that. Holy water, 2 holy water.
It just all goes to Atreus. It's like, I can't carry anymore.
I can say the holy water. Probably give one to Iceland and one to Aster, because that's for like taking care of undead and stuff, and also to clean wounds should we get infected, possibly. Because Atreus can heal himself. The 3 greater health potions, keep those for Jet.
Atreus can heal everyone.
Atreus can, but here's the thing. Atreus can also run out of healing. Atreus's lay on hands cures diseases, hence why I said you need to be extra careful with it and make sure you use it as little as possible and only when it's absolutely necessary.
Sonny, how much can I pay you for infinite lay on hands?
1,000 USD.
Oh, yikes.
That would be funny. That would be legit, Paige.
Either 1,000 USD or a PC.
I prefer doing the PC, because like, that's more money, but hey, at least you'd be able to game.
Yeah. Oil of Sharpness, that will go to Atreus since he's the only one that could really use that.
Also, B, you could, but I like my map.
Actually, does Jet just have the glove, or does he have something else to use as a close melee weapon?
He has the glove, and then he has a hand crossbow. The glove is pretty good, though, because it's finesse, and it also, if he pokes someone with it, instead of dealing a d4 of damage, it does a d6 of damage, so, like...
Then actually, I'll let you decide. Who wants the Oil of Sharpness? I know Atreus uses his Warhammer mostly, so do you want the Sharpness instead, Poco?
He also already has a longsword sharpness.
Yeah.
Atreus does.
Yeah, so then this would be better given to Jet. So then give Jet the Oil of Sharpness. 50 foot of hemp rope and 100 feet of silk rope. This will be useful for getting in and out of places. So, I will say... And you put by who's getting what. Atreus is getting the ram, the pole. I'll have Aster carry the crowbar. Holy water. Aster in Iceland. For the rope, Aster carry the rope and the silk rope can go to Iceland. Just so it's spread out evenly with people carrying. And the lantern, I'll stick with Aster. Since he is the only one that doesn't really have the ability to just naturally see in the dark. Plus, it will save him having to cast a spell.
I like dreams.
So there we go. I have everything distributed out to everybody. Oh, and Aster now will hand over to Atreus.
But B, here's the thing. As much as that is also a really good point for a disease not being very common, the guys are technically already dealing with a disease. Zombie.
Yeah, we can't afford.
Bambino virus.
Yeah, there's a
The Last
reason.
of Us.
Yeah, there's a reason why Austin has to make sure Atreus is careful with his cure disease, because it takes 5 points and he only has so many of those, and we can't use that probably after every single fight. So at the end of each day, he's gonna have to use it on us.
Is Leon hands refresh after a short or long rest?
Long.
So 8 hours.
Fuck.
8 hours of
There's-
sleep.
Yeah.
Moment to think. Atreus has 8 hours of sleep in 6 days.
See, here's the thing: the zombies didn't infect any of us right now. They had infected a few people, but we're good right now. None of us are infected. And there's down to the fact that Atreus does not have to worry about that because Atreus is immune to disease due to being a paladin.
But hang on, because I'm annoying. Can you say what Atreus gets again from him?
Okay.
He gets the ram.
He gets the ram. He gets the 10-foot pole. And Aster would hand over the scroll of silence and would tell Atreus, this is a special scroll of silence. This will silence an area within a 20-foot radius. However, we cannot cast spells within that radius due to the silence. It will make us unable to speak. So if you use this as a last resort and to keep anything from collapsing. Or if you are in a fight where you think it may get too loud, use it. But be aware of how close we are and where you use it, as you may make us unable to even fight and defend ourselves or help you at all.
Right.
If I did another backup for backups, I have Moonbeam.
So he has the silence. Aster has the 2 scrolls of recall, which will take us back to the last place our party slept. I have the little button.
Yeah, so if we need to GTFO.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the little button is to protect us. The scrolls are to run out and get out quick. But basically, I think we have everything now. So yes, we can continue the game. That's just like, I think everybody has everything. Let's just say we all already distributed Oscar stuff.
Alrighty.
Just for the sake of not having to go through that again. But
So one more time. No.
but
Explode.
but basically
Fucking.
now that they have stuff distributed, Astra's like, okay, we need to make our way to the guards, and we need to make a plan on whether we're going to go take care of the rest of these lackeys, or if we're gonna head straight for the mines.
Wouldn't it make sense to cut the head off the Hydra and kill it? After all, if they don't have a boss, they don't know what to do.
This is entirely true, but we still need to tell the guards at the very least. Maybe they can handle it while we head straight to the mines.
That's what I'm saying. We notify them we're going to the mines.
Exactly. I think that would be, yes, that would be great. So,
Plus, it seems as though he's a little bit of a charged person in this group, so it'll let you lot have your moment to deal with him, plus maybe a little for me, because I've dealt with some of his lackeys before, and they are not good tippers.
that's just like,
I mean, other than these ones, and he gestures at the pile of bloody ice.
oh, it was
Then
lucky.
again, they were, let's just say, a little coerced into giving that to me.
Isn't that the truth? But yes, I think that will be great. A great plan. Let's make our way to the guards now.
Let's.
Very well.
And you know, just say
Also-
this way.
On the way, I would like to request, if at some point we can get a short rest.
Well, I would have said, would you have counted what we did in the bar actually as a short rest, Sunny, for how long it took us?
I'd say for the sake of it, sure, why not?
Yippee!
Oh, thank goodness. Okay, I can get some of my spell slots back. Oh wait, nope. Or yeah, no, I can do that. Okay. So I get one of my spell slots back. Woohoo! Because harmonious recovery, I can get up to 5 levels of spells back. Oh, actually, in that case, I'm also going to get the most out of it and heal the living guard so that he's not dying. Because I needed a lot less spells than I realized for the bar. So he's gonna get 2d4 plus some arbitrary amount, like 2d4 plus 5? Yeah, 2d4 plus 5.
I will
Or
say,
2d4
I will
plus
be
5.
right back. I do need to use the bathroom, so convene amongst yourself while you guys are applying your short rest.
Okay, so then I'll let you guys talk because I actually also need to use the bathroom. I kind of chugged my soda a little bit. It's half gone.
Shut up!
I just wanted to sip my soda. I didn't mean to chug half of it. Just like, I didn't think I'd need to pee. You guys
Motherfucker's
talk.
Pissed and
Hey.
sun-kissed.
Keep chat entertained while I pee. Do my job for me.
Last time I checked, your job's not talking about Epic the Musical.
Okay, so Austin, you don't talk at all. Okay, got it.
Okay, I see how it fucking is.
Yes. Yes, it is how it is.
God.
Now I just got an interesting thought in my head.
What's up?
What?
How do you think the mines are going to go? Because I have a vague memory of them. They could be very different.
I might die. Not like in character.
Minecraft mineshaft ambience.
Character won't die, and at least we don't know that yet. I might die emotionally.
I didn't know drinking soda was what made me pee.
I'm just. Me. That is so me coded. I'm going to explode.
You good?
No. Yes, I am.
Right.
Evie.
Have you been doing my job for me?
Huh?
Have you been doing my job for me and entertaining everyone?
Maybe.
Well, he wanted to talk about Epic the Musical, so I told him, shush. I'm just kidding.
You know, I'm also going to take this time to prepare myself a horrible midnight snack.
Oh, wonderful. But no, like, Austin's all like, sidetracked.
Oh, so,
you
yeah,
to
like
talk
as you're
about-
walking away, he's do my job for me, and I'm just like, last time I checked, your job's not talking about Epic the Musical. And I was like, okay, you don't talk at all. Got it.
Thank you, Nanako. Don't let him infect
You're
my chat
welcome.
next because I'm not an Epic the Musical fan. I respect it and the music
Ladies
is
and
good, but I
gentlemen.
just don't care.
I present upon thee Homer's The Odyssey.
No. Do not infect them.
This starts reading it in on stream. Sunny, you're muted.
Hi,
There
Sunny.
you go.
Hi, I forgot to
Uh,
unmute.
Poco's
Coco
getting
went
a,
to,
get a quick
Yeah.
nibble.
I am in the process
Okay.
of producing a horrible midnight snack.
What is the process of this horrible midnight snack, if we may inquire?
Butter tortilla.
Ooh.
Oh,
actually, that's not bad.
that
That's
sounds
not
good.
as
Oh,
I will say this: I did also take a quick moment to do a quick non-official before bed brushing of the teeth
Yeah. Rest in
because my
peace.
mouth did feel a bit icky, so I just did a quick brush.
hell yeah!
But are we ready once we are done getting our snacks?
I'm
I
ready.
should be ready once I'm finished. I just have to warm the butter on the tortilla.
You are gonna have so much fun.
There's gonna be
Actually,
traps
No, I'm
everywhere.
not.
while he is buttering tortilla, I'm going to get bowl of chips.
One after the other.
Sorry.
Okay, then my turn. I'll be right back. I'm just kidding.
What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. I suspect the mines might be covered in traps, so I definitely think we need to be constantly vigilant. Because if we're dealing with a dude who gets technology from the Golden Empire, a more advanced country, then we need to worry about more advanced traps. break time for the group. It's definitely
Huh?
break time.
Yeah.
Like, I'll tell
And
you
I will
this.
say this:
Continue.
maybe while we are doing that, Sin, I may or may not try and send you something so that way I can have the files compressed because I forgot to compress these files for Albert.
Oh, God.
These minor spoilers. However,
Butter tortilla with salt and pepper.
but if you could help me compress these files for Albert so that way I may have these maps ready.
Send them to me, please. Why didn't you tell me this earlier?
Because I forgot until literally just fucking now.
I literally told you before stream because you said you had to prep stuff. My DM, everyone.
It's literally just a thing of like, I forgot that I needed to compress these.
You are so
And
lucky.
it's not a thing. No. It's not a thing of like I forgot to. It was I forgot to compress these. It's like I forgot I needed to.
Ah. Oh yeah, I forgot if I minimize the thing, you guys can't see the map. You are so lucky that I am able to do that so quickly. So send me the things. Oh yeah, Sunny. Also. Oh wait, don't look. You guys can see that. Got pull it up on a separate tab. You guys can't see that. You guys can't see that yet. That's a spoiler. A real DM improves the entire improvs the entire storyline. Shut up, Seb. Of course.
I mean, that's how I did it.
I'm back.
My ears. Please don't crunch in my ears.
But what I was trying to say is, Sunny, before we actually leave the thing, you actually have a chance to do that other thing you wanted to do. The hint thing we talked in DMs.
Indeed.
You have a chance to do that before we head off here.
But I sent you the things so you could help me compress.
I got this one. Save it as a JPEG. And oh my god, there's 3. Oh my god, there's 3.
L.
I will say when it comes
Ooh.
to these maps that I'm showing you, I paid B these in a Dark Souls game.
Oh,
Yep.
really now?
Yep. B is bought off with video games.
That is funny. B, you were bought out with Dark Souls?
No, just video games in general, because B is in a country that does not like PayPal, or more so, PayPal does not like their country.
Rude. How dare they?
Very rude.
This is why I'm
Deserves to
having
be
a fight
beaten
with
with
PayPal.
rocks. PayPal does. PayPal deserves to be beaten with rocks for that.
Beat
Yes,
them with the
yes.
beat them with a good. You know what, Poco? Put that butter in a sock and beat them with a butter sock.
What?
iCarly
Oh my
reference.
God.
Yes, thank you. Thank you.
Why the iCarly reference? Why?
Why not?
Because I did used to love the show as a kid, and literally one of the main weapons one of the characters had was that if somebody made her mad, basically Sam Puckett, if somebody pissed her off, she would beat them with a sock full of butter. And I always thought that shit was
Can we
funny.
beat PayPal to death with hammers?
I think I got them all, Sonny. Let me send them to you.
Thank you.
Thank
But,
also Austin for Discord Nitro for the next while, because otherwise I wouldn't be able to compress these for you.
Yeah.
Woo!
How much? What's the file size that you can go up to? Is it 100?
It's
Think so.
25.
Yeah.
No,
There you go.
I'm saying Sunny. I'm saying Sinner.
Oh, I don't know.
But
But here, we can look at the. But here, we can look at the Doom Roll stuff before, so Sonny can get map set up. Or actually, do you want to do the thing before you set the map up, or?
We could do the thing before I set up map up, and also before you guys go to the chief.
Okay. So, they start going outside the tavern and everything, and they're starting to make their way over to the guard, and they just freshly stepped at the tavern. And do you want to do a thing now?
Meow?
Sonny.
Hold on, my thing just went silent for a hot second.
Yeah,
Yeah,
something
no,
lagged out
you
for a
were
second
frozen.
there.
Oh God.
I'm
Did you-
surprised I haven't gone kaput yet.
Can you
Hey,
can you hear me, Sonny?
Yes, I can hear you now.
But
I'm
the
just
group has
currently
freshly.
leaving.
But yeah, the group has now freshly stepped out the tavern and everything, and they're starting to make their way over. And
And you do see in the corner of your eye, running from, let me pull this back up over on this side and refresh the fucking page.
There's my computer. Get back here, you son of a bitch.
Kind of going,
try to look for. Oh, I see.
around this corner. Something. Go around that corner. Simple as that.
I was just like, wait. I just saw something go around the corner.
Oh?
He's like, and he's like, he starts stepping forward a bit, and he's like, he calls out. He's like, hello. Any response or anything? Any sound back?
You just hear something going crunch. Just crunch, crunch. Like crunching a bone.
Oh, that's unnerving considering what all we've been through.
Atreus would walk up behind him. He's like,
Hold up, Austin. You're still attached to Nisha.
No, he's not. It's actually.
No,
refresh the thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh my god. I can't believe this. How could you? Owlbear, how could you?
Ah!
But what does he do? Walking up behind Aster?
He looks up behind us. He goes, what is that sound?
He's like, I don't know, but we need to check it out before we leave. If there's anything left here, we need to take care of it. And walkity walk. And Aster's gonna stop here and peer around the corner. What does he see?
Roll me a perception check just to see exactly how much you peer over. And then make also a stealth check.
Got it.
I'll roll stealth for Atreus.
I'll roll stealth first. There you go, Aster. That's a, let me see. Let me pull up my sheet real quick.
That's a roll, all right. That's a roll. That's a good roll.
You fucking blew our cover. But for stealth, Aster gets a 14. And for perception, oh, that's pretty fucking good. That's a dirty 20.
For your stealth, you guys are in general able to immediately avoid detection.
No, Sonny, I rolled a nat 1.
He is not quiet. This bitch is clunk, clunk, clunk.
Let me finish what I'm about to say. Aster, you're able to, you're a little bit ahead of Atreus as you manage to peer over this thing and mainly avoid being detected. As you look around and you see currently crunching on some ribs from a butcher shop. This kind of relatively large in size shark pup.
He's just like,
lots of scars upon their body, like a kind of deep, like a light brownish, surround mostly as they're just currently crunching these ribs to get it small enough to be able to eat.
He's just like, and he would put his hand out to Atreus and is like, just go look over it back at him. And he's just like, it's a shark pup, like the one Mimi had back at Crystal Cove.
And as Atreus gets a tiny bit closer, it's just clink, 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 before you hear the crunching stop, or you just hear a growl coming from the direction.
Aster holds his hand out and he's just like, wait. And he's gonna gently and slowly step out. And he's like, hey, big guy. You okay? And he, would kneel down and, just kind of sit there for a minute, not immediately approach or anything, or get close. He's still growling?
Mm-hmm. Very, very defensive of...
Okay, then I would say...
No, hang on, something like that for him.
The shark pup is very defensive of his food.
Aster's like, don't worry, I'm not gonna take it. And he's and they still have rations and stuff, so I would actually say he pulls out a ration of meat and stuff, and he holds it out to dude. He's like, you want some? You look hungry.
I'm gonna ask you to do an animal handling check real quick.
Let's hope I roll good. It's not the worst thing on the list I have, but let's hope I roll good. Holy shit, good job, Aster. Dirty 20. I was not expecting that to be as high as it was.
You starts to lesser growl, but it's just not entirely trustworthy just yet.
Understand.
But he's not immediately swatting you away.
Well, does he take the little salted meat from his hand?
He sniffs at it really, really quick before snapping a bit forward and taking it.
There you go. It's like, the poor thing's hungry. No wonder he's so
Before kind
protective.
of just backing away a bit, kind of grabbing his ribs again before just like being defensive.
Yeah. Aster just looks back at Trace like, poor thing's hungry. No wonder he's so defensive, and look at the scars on him.
What the hell happened?
I don't know. Mistreatment, more than likely? I mean, think about it. He's a shark pup. Would it make more sense for him to be at Crystal Cove? And he's not there. He's covered in scars. Maybe he's...
You want me to go get Otto?
Otto's too sick to do anything.
Or at least tell him?
It might be good to tell him, see if he can do anything to help the poor thing. Huh. Look at him. He's missing an eye. And he's just like, aw. We can tell Otto real quick and then make our way over to the guard. If he can do anything, he'll probably make sure the poor thing's fed at least. Maybe when you come back, he'll be a little nicer.
I try to pipe up and just says, I'll yell out the window if he says it's alright. And then he's like, goes and like runs like back into the tavern.
I would say Aster offers one more ration. Let me take the rations off his thing real quick, some of them. Because that's, that's 2 things of rations gone.
He just sniffs at it again before taking it.
Before he, like, you know, completely backs away, Aster would attempt to give a little pet on the side, but not too much. Just like a little...
Handling check real quick.
Aster, come on. Okay, not as good, but still not bad. That's a 16.
Would that fail? I'd like to ask firstly.
Unfortunately, that would.
Damn.
Bardic Inspiration. Add a D4 to that.
Oh. Dirty 20 then.
No, a D4. Roll a 4.
Oh. That's still a dirty 20 because that's a 4.
But you just feel him like flinch away at first, kind of just looking at you like mid chewing this dried jerky.
It's like, poor thing. I'll leave you be to enjoy your food. And like he'll stand up and start making his way back to the group.
Do you guys want to say anything, or do we cut to Atreus and Otto?
Yeah, you can. We cut back to Atreus and Otto. It's just like, how rough of an entrance would Atreus go?
No, he wouldn't be like he'd like go gently, just like knock on the door, he's like, "The guy, you good?"
Come on in. What you need? I thought you guys were heading out.
Yeah, and they like open the door, and he's like, "Yeah, we were." And they close the door behind him. I woke up and he's like, "But me and Asta just found something outside that you should know about."
Found what?
We found a shark dog thing, whatever you call it.
A shark pup?
Yeah, it was in the corner. It was in the corner outside, chewing on some ribs. The thing was starved, covered in scars and everything.
What do you mean? Hold on.
Wait, what?
What do you mean?
There was a shark pup outside covered in scars. It was even missing an eye.
Oh god.
Yeah. I came in to ask if you would be okay to have it stay in here.
Oh, no, it's not friendly enough for that. Don't say that. Keep an eye on it.
Yes, wondering if you can keep an eye on it as best you can.
I don't think I could. Not in this state, no.
Alright, well. At least you know now in case anything happens with it.
I want to mention it's a decently
Probably
sized
should-
one too.
Yeah, he's
You
like.
probably bring it the fuck with you.
I'll tell that to Asta. You just get better, alright?
Alright.
Then as he'd go to, like, he'd walk over to the door, and as he'd go to open it, he'd just, like, half turn his head back to him, just... You really don't remember anything from last night, do you?
What's that got to do with anything?
He's, like, there aside, just like... Nothing. And they open the door and just, like, walk out and close it. And begin to... Like, just, like, go back outside to the others.
I was just like, you know, you said you'd call from the window, so I get the distinct feeling that... Change of plans?
Set. I said, try and keep an eye on it. He said we should take it with us, so...
Take it with us. I could see if it will follow me. I mean, I might be able to convince it to. I don't know. So far, I've fed it a little bit. Maybe he will? So, like, I say Aster goes back over and he's just like, hi, buddy. And he kneels down again and is like, you want to come with us? And, like, does a little hand motion to call, like, the little hand motion to, like, coax him over kind of thing.
Make another animal handling check, and this will be the final one.
Big money, big money, big money. That's an 18, baby. Plus a 1, so 19.
Yeah, baby! That's what I'm waiting for!
This is where my luck runs out. I know it is.
It, like, kind of just, like, sniffs your hand before kind of just, like, poking its nose at it.
He, like, gives gentle pats. He's like, good boy. Look at you. You're not so bad. He, like, pets it and he's like, let's think of a name for you. You're not like other canines. Canines. Kane! How about Kane? Do you like that?
It just tilts its head.
It's like, I'll take that as a yes. I'll call you Kane. And, like, you know, he stands up and, you know, I'm guessing he starts following him.
Yeah.
He's like, I got us a little guard companion.
Great.
It's like, might be a bit shocking, but, like, I guess we have a new backup. And, you know, this is, I'm certain, a sizable frickin' shark pup, from what you said.
How tall is it?
It is about, with Aster being 6 feet tall, it's about, like, halfway up Aster.
And what kind
So
is
it's-
it?
You can't tell. Well, from what you guys from we as the audience can tell, it looks more like a bull shark in game. You have no fucking idea, and it's about like pretty decent size. Like think, it might be even bigger than what I'm saying, but like I imagine it is the size of either a Saint Bernard or Great Pyrenees.
Big boy. That's a big dog I just got.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fucking guard dog, all right. And if it's like a Saint Pyrenees, it's gonna fucking guard.
I just realized something really, really funny.
What?
In real life, I have a dog. Senna has cats. In game, I have a cat. Senna has a dog.
Oh yeah, because you do have your Jaguar, which is currently just chilling in your backpack.
Wasn't it a snow leopard?
I can,
Snow leopard.
I can add another layer to this. You and I have dogs, but in game, you and I have cats.
Oh, you're right. You're right.
Because I got that little fluffy fucker outside, wherever he is. He doesn't stop yapping half the time. God.
Oh, that's funny.
Yep.
But I guess with this, I was just like, I guess with our new friend here, who I've dubbed Kane, we'll start making our way now, won't we? Like, gives him a little pat.
Still, like, kind of flinches every time.
He's like, that'll take some time for you to get used to. But yeah, we start making our way. And you can start prepping the map while we talk to the chief.
Alright, well, we talk to the lads.
I have some stuff prepped. But it's gonna depend on which way you go, because I have multiple things set up. And this might be a thing of like, which way you fucking gotta go?
I
But
might die.
yes, you may.
Yeah.
But you head over to
Oh.
Vermouth. But anyways, you guys head to the captain, and he's currently just outside commanding some guards to go around the perimeter on patrols and such.
I would say probably Aster's the first one to walk up, or would it be Atreus or somebody else? I would say probably
Well,
Atreus, actually, since he usually, like, is leading the front because he's the fighter.
Yeah, and, like, just telling him about, like, what happened at the tavern.
Yeah. Hello everyone. I assume more bad news.
There was another attack at the tavern.
And they attempted to kidnap Earthriku and Catherine.
Oh no. I'm sorry.
We managed to stop them, but one of your guards is dead, and the other a little healed but still very banged up back there. The patrons the patrons are safe, and the little lackeys have been taken care of.
And who's your friend here?
He's looking at Kane. He's like,
I was actually pointing at Jet.
Oh yeah. He's like, oh yeah, and we got more news.
Oscar's dead.
Yes, our friend, the knight you knew, died in that fight to protect Earthriku and Catherine.
I'm sorry for your loss.
It's alright.
This man with us, surprisingly enough, his wagon, the one they were trying to use, was the one they stole and shoved him in a barrel. This is Jet Diamonds, and he actually helped us. He managed actually to save all the hostages himself without even us helping.
Nice.
Please,
to
you
meet
gave me the confidence I needed. Don't discredit yourselves.
Nice to meet you, Jet. I am Captain Asmodeus.
You're the captain. I actually have a request of you that you can take when available.
Yes?
2 horses ran from the tavern. Those are my horses. If you could have them delivered somewhere, or have someone find them, when
That is
possible, of course.
That's gonna be That's gonna be a part of dividing my resources, in which I have lost many. But I assume you're letting me know because you are taking some form of action.
Of
Are
course
you
I
all
am.
going?
We're going to the mines.
Alrighty. Which do you know exactly where you're going?
I'm not familiar with where the mines are, but I think the others have seen them.
There are multiple in various places. Many of them have collapsed in on themselves, and many of them have not. It is just a difficult thing of like going into the right one that you need, and sometimes it's in a way a very massive maze down there, unless you're in the right spot.
Oscar would have told us where it's at, though. Where he's.
Yes.
Yeah. So Oscar would have told us. So that's just like, we know an entrance that Oscar told us of, that he found when attempting to track Thunderclaw. When he ran. Oh, speaking of Thunderclaw and his little lackeys, he hands them the map. This map, sadly, is partially burnt, but this is an encampment, a base where his little lackeys are on the reservation. I had Otto look at it, and even though the final part of it's burnt off, he did say you would have a 300-foot area to look around to find them in their base.
Alrighty. That's all the information I need. I can probably see how many resources I can go. And
Warning, from what we found out, there are approximately 25. The ones we dealt with were not that, at least they didn't feel that strong to us, but they were plentiful in number. So 25, possibly a little more, expect that.
I may not have enough men for that then.
He's like, anybody with any special skills or talents like us that you could send?
Many of the men that I have left are either just at a basic training. Because most of the good men that I had, I sent to the encampment by the cove, so that way they could deal with the poachers fast.
You could ask Mix Trixie.
That's true.
I think she alone could take all of them, to be honest.
She alone definitely could.
And she would probably discover it a lot faster. That is smarter. Thank you.
Of course.
Like,
I might not be the smartest, but I'm not stupid by any means. I may be a ditzy bimbo, but I'm not the ditzy part of that.
I think she might be. I think she might be apprehensive though, because not many know.
Just tell them her that she's going after the people who sent that group.
The people who
I think that'll get her blood boiling enough.
It's more so apprehensive of the fact that, and he like kind of looks around before leaning in and whispering. Not many know exactly what she is.
Aster chimes in and says, I would imagine Aster chimes in and says, oh, we know what she is, trust me.
That's why you could bring it up as well. Potentially she could leave in her normal form, and then when she gets into the woods she can take flight. Low flight as well. That way she's not too visible.
I'll see what I can do. Thank you.
We are gonna head towards the entrance Oscar told us about. And where would that entrance actually be, Sunny? North, south, east, west? Like where
It would be when you were heading into the camp, it would be about north east.
We're heading to the entrance that's northeast of the poacher camp.
Alrighty. Good to know. Be safe.
He's like, don't worry.
And take encampment if you need. As best you can.
He's like, don't worry. We plan to. And he's like, and we prepped. And he points to a little button on his waist. He's like, especially with this. This will save our skin if anything happens.
Alrighty.
Well, hang on. If Asta clicks that, where the fuck's Jack gonna go?
Where the fuck is Jet gonna go?
Yeah, because it goes to the last place they slept, right?
Last place they rested is what the wording is.
Oh.
Technically,
I thought you were gonna say-
slept.
I
I
thought
say
it was the
slept
last
because
place
it's
they
just.
slept.
I say slept because that's just easy for me and everything, but it's rested. It's the last place you and your party rested, which would be at the inn.
Because you all did take a short rest.
Yep.
Hmm.
So, we will be fine. At least in that regard.
Alrighty. But we shall begin walking.
Gonna keep an eye out, by the way. Stay vigilant to make sure we aren't being followed or anything, or nobody's watching us.
So now, because that's very fucking convincing, and also because of how you kind of handle certain situations, you might not need to do a certain fucking fight, but I'll have to figure that out. Okay. But I'm just gonna say it. Damn. Okay.
Damn, okay to what?
Because you're going to immediately to the mines, and you can manage to like convince the captain, be like, "You should fucking tell Trixie.
Yeah.
Maybe she'll like get rid of them." And it's just like, oh fuck, you're gonna go through. You're fucking gonna eliminate the one part of this fucking booklet that is part of the actual lore in this thing for chapter 2.
Cause think about it, that was smart though. What's a better thing to sick on them than a fucking dragon that's pissed at them?
That is true.
Love
So
Trixie.
now I'm gonna have to rationale you potentially, because this is also a fight where you get a level up if you complete this going through the mind. Essentially, you're getting 2 levels instead of just simply 1.
Oh.
That's how I'm gonna rationale it.
Oh.
There's no way that I can rationale Trixie, who's pissed the fuck off, not decimating that encampment.
And she's gonna spawn
Genius.
it. And you're a genius. You fucking obliterated them by sicking a dragon on a... Never can I ever... This is the first time I've ever been able to say this, but never have I ever had a campaign until now where I've sicked a dragon on someone. Literally like an angry dog.
When you become besties with a dragon.
Rip their asses.
Bailiff whack his pee-pee.
I do not want to see these men in court no more. Bailiff, rip their nuts.
But during that 1 hour, during that like 45-ish minute walk up to the encampment, how do you all spend your time?
I suspect Jet will want to get to know us a bit better. And, you
Yes,
know,
actually, that is true.
and you know,
So, on the way... Oh, sorry.
I was gonna say, and Aster's trying to bond with the shark pup a bit.
You know, I haven't really brought up my leopard in a while. We should probably do that.
Yeah!
Playdate!
Playdate!
Speaking of which, I actually named it yet. So, you guys want to help me name the little guy?
Would you, how, if it's a snow leopard, and we're trying to not do basic snow names, came to you in dreams.
Yeah, I was looking at dream names.
How about...
I mean, the rest of the gang don't know that leopard led Iceland to the dream stuff, but she's connected to dreams, and that part they know. a choice for like 3 different ones. So I don't remember the gender.
No. You don't even know the gender. Not
Yeah, I
don't.
figured as much.
So pick something gender neutral then.
I have.
Uh,
Eh.
let me see.
Ow.
Oh, this is hard.
I mean, to be honest, any name can be. If you think about it, any of the names that I've chosen can't be seen as gender neutral. So
John.
Name it Hershey.
How about,
Hershey
I don't know why. That just came to my mind.
and Roya,
how
which
about,
signifies dream and vision. Oh, go ahead.
I got one that just showed up. How about Alora?
That was actually one of the names that I had picked out.
Hey, look at me. I'm on the right track. I saw
No.
Iceland's name. I see where you got it now.
Yeah, actually, both like her first and last name are on this list that I'm looking at.
How about, what is it? Let me look up. Let me see. How about Roya?
It was another one of the names I chose.
Just pick any name. V, hush up. This is not your little friend's name.
This is my leopard. Mine.
This is Nyanako's leopard to name. Plus, we're buying time for something to change the map.
And another
I have
name
the
I
map
had
prepped.
picked
I'm
out.
waiting for y'all to be walking to the thing
Oh,
I'm
to
sorry.
arrive.
We're almost. You got this. You got this.
We're gonna be walking for an hour instead
Actually-
of 45 minutes.
Hold up. Let me look at Roya again. I think I'm gonna pick with Roya because it's kind of a mixture of the meanings of Ramiel and Allura.
then Roya. We'll go with Roya.
That's my baby. We got Roya.
Roya, Roya, Roya.
B, I see what you mean now, what you said. Gender's a scam.
is.
You're right,
It is a
B.
scam.
You're right.
Ah, I love it. But what kind of things, what happens then? What does everybody want to do on our way there?
Jet wants to get to know the others.
We'll
And then we quite
open up her
instantly
bag
went to the
for
snow
her.
cat.
Yeah, I mean, it's a way for Jet to get to know the fact that Iceland has a fucking record.
True.
I will say, Jet, on the way. So, when we get back from this, do you lot have any song requests? Songs that hit your heartstrings? Songs that make you giggle? Anything?
I want to hear that song about my mother for sure.
I can definitely
sure.
sing that one.
Sing me that, and then maybe, I don't know, something about a great adventure.
Well, I think I could
Hang
dance
on.
to that.
Hang on, do you want to know something? Something I just fucking thought of 2 hours later. He's just singing the songs. Well, Ashley's mom is a big fat bitch. She's a big fat bitch. No.
Shut up, Austin! Get in the corner.
Go to the corner.
We are not Eric Cartman. But
That's what you get.
That
But
was me doing that to you guys because you guys suck.
we're trying to stay on the topic.
No.
but he will look to Atreus. Any requests from you, big man?
Stay on topic. Stay on target. They would just simply shake his heads. No, I don't think I have.
Hmm. Very well. What about you, Miss Iceland?
Oh, I am fine with whatever as long as I can dance to it.
Oh, you're a dancer as well?
Yes, just recently at the festival
Ah.
during the concert I was dancing.
What sort of dance do you like to do? After all, I'm well versed in several different kinds, including kinds that are better saved for close relations with either loved ones or clients.
I'm honestly more into just doing whatever my body wants to do in a dance and let it
Fair
take
enough.
it over.
So it sounds like you do a bit more interpretive. I can
Yes,
appreciate that. Interpretive dance is one that took me a while to really catch a grasp of.
I've been I've been doing it for quite a while. Oh, speaking of which, I still need to show you. She looks to Aster.
Uh, show me what?
Didn't you want to learn how to dance?
You're right, I did. I did wish to learn to dance. At least more than just a waltz.
Yes. We'll get to it eventually, I'm sure.
It's like, I would love to. In fact, when we get back, that might be the perfect opportunity to.
Yes.
I mean, considering we're not too busy, I think I can take a moment to show you something that I have acquired as a trick that I can do. Sort of a parlor trick, but it's fun. And he looks to Atreus. Mister, do you think I could borrow that 10-foot pole of yours for a moment?
Actually, question: how long would Atreus' staff be?
10. What?
No, because he has the 10-foot pole, but then he also has a staff.
8 foot.
8 foot. They give him the 10-foot pole. He says, "You can hold on to it. I've got the staff anyway."
Ah, alright. And he's going to extend it. Fam, that's a good pull. And then he's going to, so if you're familiar with those dancers from, I believe they're Chinese traditional dancers. I don't remember if it's Chinese or Cantonese, but basically they have really good balance and they can kind of keep themselves right on a pole, like having it angled in one direction, they're in the other, and they kind of counterbalance it. Jet basically does something similar to that, except he then like straightens it and just kind of does a mini pole dance routine on like a freestanding pole, and he's keeping it balanced. Actually, do you want me to make an acrobatics check for that?
Acrobatics and performance.
Ooh, yeah. All right. So acrobatics, that's coming out to a 19 plus 6, so 25.
And that's a pass.
And then performance is a 19 plus 9, so 28.
That's a pass. He does it well, and he does it graciously.
Aster is definitely, like, he's definitely a little blushy because he realizes it's a bit sexual.
Oh no, he's not doing it in like a provocative manner. He's doing it like to show dexterity.
Ah, okay. Then he's not blushy. He's like, wow, that's graceful.
And he stops like in a hand, like a palm on top of the pole, just kind of like standing, basically like spread eagle on one of his hands, and he's just like, "Thank you. It's a trick that I learned from my many years of learning dance." And then just kind of jumps to the ground and recollapses the pole, puts it on, puts it into his bag.
He's like, Aster just says, I might have to learn from you as well.
I know all sorts of dances. I've had 100 years to learn them.
100? I mean, that makes sense. You are an elf. How old are you exactly?
This year I went on 220.
Ooh.
Right? Like, ah.
I'm not that old for an elf. Gosh, you act like I'm an old man.
No, I didn't mean. I mean, no offense.
I'm joking, darling. Don't fret. And he's just gonna kind of like poke Aster in the nose.
He's like, ah. I'm not. Uh, sorry, I'm not the best with social situations. I can talk my way around a diplomatic table, like it's nobody's business, but the second you put me in a normal conversation, I flounder.
And that's why I think I'm a good asset. Because, well, that's where I excel. I excel in the casual, in the fun, in the free-flowing. And, though I do not exude an air of intimidation, I know how to be scary when I need to be.
I definitely think you can be. You showed that more than enough back at the inn.
Well, that was. Oh yeah, right. I'd be like, well, that was less scary, more seductive. But no, I forgot he tore the guy's tongue off and fed it.
Not
to
tore. Cut it
Cut.
out.
Shut up. You know what
Hey.
I mean? Hey. Yeah, like Atreus would look at him and say, "I don't get how you can be that." And then he'd say, "It's like persuasive."
It's dealing with the right people. I've learned how to deal with all sorts, and one thing that I realize after 100 and some odd years of performing is that sex sells, and if you offer your body to someone for the right price, they'll give it. They'll give everything for a chance. Especially with someone like me. After all, some would consider me taboo. I'm a flamboyant man who is open about it, and, well, people look at that and think, that's not quite right. You should see the reactions I get when I go to the Golden Empire. I've not been called more slurs in a day than anywhere.
Can I just quickly say, he is just angel dust at this point.
He is angel dust if angel dust had no trauma.
That and had the tendency to cut off people's tongues.
I will say this, Aster will try and say, I wish I had that amount of confidence. I'm self-conscious a lot.
Darling, you've got nothing to worry about. You're effectively... If I were taller, I've seen myself taller. You and me would be very similarly built, except I'm a little slimmer. You're a bit more... I don't know the quite right word for it. You're a bit more squared off than me.
Twinkish.
No.
Oh.
No. Freaking
No.
Jet is like Twinkus Maximus.
Literally.
Harry Potter. Now repeat, swish and flick, Twinkus Maximus.
Shut up.
But it's all about working on confidence. I used to be a bit on the shy side, and then I came into myself and found out that life's more fun when you don't give a damn.
Ash is like, I should do that more.
There was a time when I was... Oh, sorry, I interrupted.
He's like,
I haven't...
it's fine. He's like, he kind of motions to his face, like, the scars make it a bit hard to feel that way. But I'm
Darling,
trying.
I know people who would pay to have scars like those, and I know people who have paid to have scars like those.
I'm trying my best. I'm actually taking advice from our dear friend, Otto, back at the inn.
Oh, the same Otto that seems to care a good amount about you, from what I know.
And Ashley just go peek in the face like, who taught you that?
Darling, I have something that not a lot of people have really acutely tuned in on. I'm really good at telling when someone cares about another person. I'm also very keen on when two people want to bone, especially when it comes to
He's like,
sex.
we have not done that. He's like,
Yeah.
Yeah, Atreus would pipe up and just go, yet.
it's just like, I don't do that stuff unless I'm in a committed relationship. I told him that.
Darling, that's what I'm implying.
Uh.
I bet within the next few months you're going to be dating.
It's like, you haven't even met him and you think that?
I know that.
It's like,
From how you get just talking about this, lad, you have a lot of pent-up feelings about this that you haven't been able to express. And darling, those feelings will come to fruition. Whether you like it or not, they will come out. And you will come out, because you are what I like to call a fledgling gay boy.
he's just like, he just sits there and gets pinker in the face. He's just like, oh, you can tell. I don't really say it.
Atreus
I
would
could
try
read it
not
from
to
a mile
just
away.
crack. He would just be like,
Hold on, Austin. Roll for wisdom. Like roll a wisdom save to see how much you crack out laughing.
What did you roll? What did you roll?
That's a 3 + 3, that's 6.
Yeah, no, you start cracking up laughing.
He's like,
Yeah, like, they're still just walking along and Atreus goes,
he's like,
Yes, I know, it's funny how I talk.
he's
He's a
just,
fledgling gay. That makes me mother gay, I know.
I imagine he just looks at Iceland and he's just like, is it really that obvious? I don't say it.
Iceland just looks at him.
Atreus would also look at me like, the man kissed you last night.
Yeah, true. And I definitely didn't dislike it. I've never been. It was my first kiss. I've never been in a relationship. and-
Darling, that was your first kiss?
He's like, yeah, he just kind of. I said I'd never. We were playing Never Have I Ever. I said, never have I ever kissed someone, and he took a shot and then kissed me.
And then Atreus
Darling.
would just be like, and they like very quickly go like, oh.
Guys, this is
Darling,
happening.
that is adorable.
Nope.
You are adorable. I'm going to make sure that you grow up nice and gay. Because you've got a lot of feelings that you need to let out. And when we're done with this, and after I have drinks with that lovely elven lady that I met who smelled a little extra, let's just say. Sorry, that's an odd way to put. I got a feeling about something. Anyways, after I have drinks with her, tomorrow we are going to get you some clothes. Because I got a bit of coin from those grunts, and let's just say I want to treat my new friends.
Really?
Of course. I mean, you didn't see it, but I put on a good performance, and I thought I deserved to be paid, so I made. From here, I think I made about 90 golds worth.
Gods, that's a lot. But
And that was from one performance, which is about average.
oh my, maybe I should be a bard. But I would.
You'd love it.
But I would love to. I've only gone shopping once and I just bought a bathing suit. But I would love to go shopping for clothes I actually like. Being a
And darling,
prince.
even better, I'll do you one better. I will give you a service that not many people get to have. And no, it's not a blowjob.
He's like, I
I'm-
wouldn't accept even if you gave that offer.
Obviously, you've got your eyes set on bigger fish.
Oh,
I imagine that's just like, so ironic that is the term you use and he's a merfolk.
Oh. Ooh, that's fun. Either way,
Hang on.
I'm going to get some materials tonight, actually. And tomorrow, we are going to get you measured up, and I am going to make you something nice.
Well, hang on.
I would love that. And it gives me an excuse to redraw Aster in new clothes that look good.
What is Austin? Austin, what are you gonna say?
So, after they tell you about like the kissing thing, Atreus remembers, like he's like, got a smile, and then very quickly remembers what went down after that. And then very, like, the smile quickly fades from him, he turns around and just, like, he just keeps, like, they're all walking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. He just, like...
Listen, that drawing is still good, B. Just because Aster's getting a new outfit does not mean his face and hair is changing.
Yeah, but, would any of the others notice that he's kind of zoned out just walking?
Let me roll a perception for Aster. That is a 19 plus thing, so definitely I think he notices.
Yeah, Jet notices at some point as well.
Hold on. That's a 12. No, wait, that's not a 12. That's a 9. Holy shit. Let me add. Mathing. Calculating. Mathing. That's a 15.
So would you say we all notice then?
Yeah.
I imagine Aster would tap him on the arm and be like, "Are you okay, Atreus? You were having fun before, and then you got upset. Are you okay?"
That's a 30 on deception. He just goes, "I'm fine."
Insight.
No, you aren't.
That's a 20. You are not fine, and Aster knows.
I don't even need to roll. That does not beat my passive.
What's your passive?
My passive insight is like 16.
Bruh. That's fuck.
Let me see Aster's passive.
I rolled a 17.
Because I have the same passive insight as I do
Insight.
perception.
Nah,
They all know he's
meets
just
it.
telling the whitest
You
lie.
got 13, right?
Yep.
Meets it, beats it. So my thing I would still notice whether I rolled or not.
Fuck.
So basically, everybody knows, and Aster's like, Atreus, I understand we don't usually push you for your feelings, but it's okay to talk about it if something's wrong.
As much as I want to talk about it, I can't.
He's like,
Not in front of the other two.
he's like, because it was about my magic. We can talk when we get back, okay?
Yes, you two should talk about that. I can use that time to go talk with Evie and pick out some fabrics. Hopefully they have spider silk, because that's a material I love working.
Ash is like, be careful with the silks. Some of them I don't like the texture of.
He's going to hold out he's going to reach into his bag and pull out a handkerchief, hands it over to Aster. Does that feel nice? That kind of fabric?
Evens, he likes it. Odds, he does not. He likes it! He's like, oh, actually, I like the texture of this one.
Alright, then I will make sure that this is the silk that I get. I know where to get this silk. It's very common. This is from Orb Weaver. Orb Weaver's lovely spiders to work with.
It's like,
I actually have an Orb Weaver at home.
braver than me. I'm afraid I'm not brave enough to deal with spiders too much.
Oh, you would hate her then. She's about the size of a dinner platter?
That's terrifying.
Oh, but she's the sweetest thing. I assure you.
I'd like to say just how quickly, because Atreus never answered. I'd like to say how quickly the lights shifted from him back to Aster and Jet.
I know, but Aster's like,
so
as nice.
fast.
Yeah, but Aster's like, as nice as that is, Atreus, because thank you, Aster. I was actually gonna look for an opportunity to do that, but like, he's like, Atreus, when we get back, you and me can talk, and then afterwards, we can head down, drink with everyone, and relax and enjoy Jet's songs for the rest of the night. Have a nice night. Better than yesterday's.
What languages did Jet know?
He knows Common, Elven, Undercommon.
Okay, good. He doesn't know Draconic.
Yeah, but
Well,
you
I
wouldn't
thought
know
he
that.
Draconic.
Yeah, you would not know that.
So he'd say, yeah, but still, he'd say it he'd still say this in Draconic anyway, because it's the best chance of Jet not understanding.
I will say if it's about the thing, I would not go into
Yeah.
too far of detail.
Do not
No,
go
he's
too
not
far.
gonna. He's not. I'm not gonna go into like any detail.
If you're gonna describe it at all, say I saw your darkest moment.
Nah, I'm not gonna say anything like that. He's gonna look him dead in the eye and just. I don't know if you'll be able to have a good night after I say what I say.
He's like, he would look at him shocked, but then I feel like, let me roll something faster. Evens, he sad, odds, he's happy. Or not happy, but determined. That's a 1, he's determined. He looks shocked before he looks at Atreus dead in the eyes. He's like, no matter what it is, I will have to still keep walking and holding my head up high. And I will make sure, even if I don't like what you tell me, that the night ends on a good note.
Before Atreus says anything else, he's just looking at Asta. You see his bottom lip like quiver for a second before he just goes, fine, and then just keeps walking.
And I will let Iceland take over the talking right now, because I've talked enough, more than enough.
Such profound
Iceland.
words. Oh, sorry. I said that at the worst
Poetry
time.
to my ears.
You're welcome.
As the great Shakespeare once said.
Continue on.
Iceland simply remembers and pulls over her bag, and she opens it, and a little head pops out. Hello, friend.
Oh my goodness, that is the sweetest thing I've seen all day.
Ash was like, oh, that's adorable. You didn't tell us you had a little friend.
You saw them.
Wait, did we?
Yeah, you did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
We saw them in the crystal
Normal
cave.
looking.
dude, I forgot.
Just normal looking.
I won't. Hey, listen, I forgot. It's been a while since we've heard about the snow leopard.
I'm the one who hasn't really been taking notes, and I remember more.
Listen, I remembered most things. This is just one of those little details I accidentally went over. But
I also say, for my party, because they could see my camera, I'm sorry for laying down. I'm getting some mild back pain, so I'm laying down.
it's okay.
You're fine. You're fine.
Considering things, the back pain's fine.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But yeah.
But Iceland's all like, yes, I figured I should take him out for a little while. It's been a bit. Yes, I know.
Aw.
I will say this, Jet, because you have a heightened sense of smell because you have that dog in you, and I made that joke for a fucking reason.
Got that dog in you. Roar.
If you want to, because you might notice something unique. Could you roll a perception check?
I will roll a perception check. That is 21 total.
There's something in the air that comes out as soon as Iceland opens her bag and releases this little snow leopard out of her bag. Something that's like really confusing to you, because it looks normal, but there's just this weird smell mingled into it. You recognize it as like an earthy smell combined with something along the lines of a umami kind of smell to it.
Can I associate this smell with anything in particular?
You associate it with a kind of out-of-worldly. You would typically associate it with ghosts and spirits.
Jet's just going to... You notice him, like, sniff like very deeply. Your little friend smells out of this world. Literally.
Oh?
They smell like a spirit.
I suppose that would make sense, wouldn't it? She looks at her little friend and pats his head. Its head. Whatever gender. Oh, bless you.
They who shall not be named.
Give me one moment.
Mm.
Johnsy?
I hear the dog. She's like, Mother.
One moment, Shotzi, hush.
She's eeping. She's eeping.
Oh, is she
Mother.
barking in her sleep?
Mother, I'm dreaming. Mother.
Mother,
I
the
see
squirrel
more
went
of
get
a
the fucking
sister,
tree!
but yeah.
The squirrel went come
Oh,
down!
baby girl.
Help.
Baby girl, you okay? You okay, baby girl? Okay.
No.
She's okay now, so we can continue.
And another thing that you notice, Jet, is that in a weird way, Ison also has a very unique smell. It does not smell human. You can like smell like a hint of like not like a perfume. You could tell the difference when someone's wearing a perfume that smells a certain way and when not. But you can get this weird smell of like lavender and chamomile. Another
assume
Thank you
that
for
would
choosing
be-
that.
a weird out of worldly smell in
And
attuned to it.
any specific associations for that one?
You could definitely tell it's out of worldly, but you cannot tell to what because you've never been to a thing that has it. You can tell, but 100% this combination of smells, as much as they be really unique in like really more attuned with sleeping and being asleep, there's just something that is kind of attuned to Iceland.
And
And
it's
you
at
would have
this.
to make a history check in order to
Alright.
properly determine where this smell could be from.
Before I make that check, Jet is going to say, "Well, darling, you also smell out of this world, like a good dream." And you just kind of notice his tail starts like swaying back and forth, like a little faster than you would expect. You smell unique. I've not actually smelled someone like you. History check. That is a 15 total.
You can understand because you've been alive a long time, especially with your innate sense of smell. You know that there are many cases where there be people from many different people from different realms of existence or different planes. The only one the ones you're most familiar with are from the material realm, and as well as, unfortunately, from the realm of the abyss. Those are what you're most familiar with. You'll get the occasional from here and there, somewhere else.
You don't smell like any of the realms I know of, though. You have a very nice scent. It's like I said, a pleasant dream. Do you have any connection to sleep, after all? You smell like lavender and chamomile, just things that induce good sleep.
I mean, this theory I have, I've never actually, from what I've heard from other people, I've never had an actual dream before.
You've not actually dreamed before. I feel like
I've
I've heard something
only-
like that. I'm going to
Yes,
have
I've
to
only-
ask my friend on this. That lovely lady I'm taking out. She's the bookstore owner, if you remember. Maybe she has a
Yes.
book on this, because if she does, that could be very interesting.
Okay, but
I hate
yes,
to ask you the third wheel, but would you want to come along, see if we can't figure that out?
I'll be fine with that, yeah.
Excellent.
I hate to
But
ask you to
I
come
do-
on date.
But regarding that sort of theory, a sort of phenomenon happened when I met this little guy. And I think it's connected to why I smell as I do, if what you say is correct.
I hate to be a bit of a buzzkill. I'm just letting you know it's 11:51. We are getting close to time when we must end stream.
Again,
I
I
know.
can go to 1:30. aka 12:30 for you.
Okay. Okay, then we're good.
Yeah. But Jet is just going to say, on what I actually mentioned, though, on the scent, you all have a very distinct scent tied to you. For example, Big Man smells like the mountains. Crisp, cold, like ice.
I think you were gonna say he smells like blood, and I was about to shit myself.
What does Aster smell like then?
I mean, actually, because you mentioned that, Austin, Jet, can you make another perception check?
That is an 18.
You definitely smell, not because of his genuine scent, but there's just a tinge to his general scent, a hint of blood.
And you smell like you've spilled blood recently. Not surprising, considering you probably did.
He'd look at him. He's like he'd look at him with whenever we do post campaign shit. I say this. He looks at him with the stare of death, where it's just that stone cold stare where it's like, do you want to fucking go?
Aster's like, wait, calm down, Atreus.
What? I'm
You
just
did?
stating the obvious.
You did fight earlier. You did hit the enemy.
That's what I'm implying. You've spilled blood recently, is what I said directly. Don't take it as anything else. Like I said, your base scent is of the mountains, crisp and cold. That is all I have to say on that. You're native to the mountains, so that's normal. And as for you, Prince Destiny, you smell of charcoal and a mixture of warm spices. Almost draconic, but not quite there. And
How'd you say that, considering the circumstances of how I got these scars?
that's going to have to be a story, I hear. But either way, pleasant aromas all around. And when I say the scent of blood, I mean iron. Specifically iron, because that's what blood smells like. It smells like the iron that's within it.
What does
Because-
cane smell like? I'm curious.
Shark, salt.
It just smells of
Salt, fish,
salt.
and currently the ribs that he's chomping on.
He smells like meat. And I remember the reason that I was so confident in asking Miss Trixie, or more so implying for Miss Trixie to assist us in the guard. She carried the scent that all dragons have at their base, which is a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of cloves, a little bit of wildfire, and a little bit of just raw electricity, ozone, a power.
Aster's just like, well, no wonder you could tell the draconic part of my scent.
And now that I think about it, I actually smelled a little bit of that off of Evie. Though it's probably residual. Then again, I could be wrong on that. I need to stop second-guessing myself. Occam's razor and all that. There's probably something draconic about her. I'll have to ask her about that. But, also, I can say confidently, the worst-smelling people in this world, just from going off of my experience, are those that have not infernal blood, abyssal blood. I'm very familiar with that scent, and it is wretched.
Oh.
I can get over it if they're a good person, because, you know, you can overlook that kind of thing. But if the scent matches their demeanor, then they are not worth my time. Or if they pay for my time, they're paying double.
That's just like, you know what? That's fair. Honestly, very fair. Ooh.
I've had... Oh, sorry.
No, I was gonna say, continue.
I mean, I can also distinctly say that some of the nicest smelling creatures I've smelled are actually spiders, because they don't have a very strong aroma about them. But at least my little Mabel, she smells very strongly of dew and grass and silk. Fine silk.
Well, that actually sounds lovely. Still terrifying, as I'm not a fan of spiders.
Oh, you should have seen my childhood spider pet. I miss Tilda. She was such a fun tarantula to ride on.
To ride on.
Oh.
Yes, don't you know tarantulas in the Underdark tend to get, well, massive? She could probably eat a large horse.
Esther
Or
just
could have.
looks horrified. He's just like, remind me to never, ever, ever meet one of those spiders.
Oh, darling, they're mostly domesticated. There's only a couple that are actually... Now that I think about it, they don't really stay wild for long. Once they come into the city, they end up being domesticated very quickly. Because they're food motivated, and, from what I've seen, the tarantulas are very, very receptive to good, like, positive reinforcement.
Well, at least it's good to know if I ever run into one, it
They're
probably
easier
won't
to,
eat
I've
me.
actually had the honor of training one, and they are easier to train than a dog. Then again, that might also be because I'm partially a dog. Kind of hard to train yourself.
He's like, and I imagine he looks down at Kay, he's like, and he gives him a little gentle pat. And he's like, I'll have to learn how to train this one. He's actually kind of grown on me. And I've never been able to have a pet. I think I might keep
Darling,
him.
you are precious. You need to have a pet now. Because, well, not now, because, well, we have other things to attend to. Like the mine. But when this is all said and done, whatever we're doing, you should look for a pet. I know a wonderful pet shop in Stomach.
You're not muted.
Oh, hi, Rod.
You're not muted. Yeah. He's like, I'll think about it. For now, though, I think I like this big guy.
That is fair.
He's sizable and intimidating. But I think once he gets more used to me, he'll be a big marshmallow.
You know, you lot seem like the kind my sister would love.
Maybe we can meet her one day.
That is not out of the cards, because she loves to travel, as does my mother. When she has the time, you know, matriarch and all that makes it difficult to travel all that much.
Maybe if I can get her to not freak out, I can introduce you all to my sister one day, if she will be calm. Oh,
That'd be lovely.
Ooh,
My
you
sister
can
is
introduce you to
luckily
my
a
mother.
very well-adjusted lady.
oh.
She's a very lovely young lass.
What'd you say, Iceland?
Ooh, maybe I could introduce you all to my mother someday.
That's just like, I think it would be lovely to meet all of your families. I only want you all to meet my sister. She's the only one I...
And I've had the displeasure of meeting your mother. Trust me, you do not want to meet her. Age has probably not done her very well.
She... she looks her age, that's for sure.
Either way, you would love my mother. All of you would love my mother. She is a sweet woman.
Oh,
She's also a doctor, and in her free time, she actually taught me a good bit about medicine, along with, she's the matriarch of Stomach.
really?
Yes, I'm technically a noble's son. I stepped down from taking the lead position, especially considering I technically wasn't in the running for it, considering my sister was born. But they said if I wanted it, I could have it. I forsook it because I am not a good fit for that. I am not made to be a politician. I would be having so many horrible affairs.
For what it's
My
worth...
sister's much more well-adjusted.
For what it's worth, even though I call her my sister, she's, as I've recently found out, technically my cousin. So I'm technically the crown prince.
I mean, she's your sister to you still, though, right?
Of course, that does not change
Exactly.
what...
That's all that matters.
But, to be honest, as I've thought about it more in these past few days, as I've realized I'm the crown prince and not just a prince, I don't think I'm built to be a king. To be quite frank, as kind and as generous as I am, I want to live my own life. So I guess, to be honest, I'm too selfish to give up what I have left to run a country, especially
And
one
that's
I
not
have,
unreasonable.
especially one I don't have any emotional ties to because of how I grew up.
Exactly. You're logical in thinking that.
He's like, I probably will have to briefly take it for a moment to pass it on to someone. But
Oh, if you want to officially pass it on without ever sitting on the throne, you can sign paperwork to do that. Did your mother never tell you that? Well, now that I think about it, it doesn't surprise me she wouldn't.
she never told me I was the crown prince. I had to figure that out myself.
Well, either way, you and me at some point, we need to go to my city, talk to my mother about that, because she's the person who knows all about this sort of paperwork.
I would love
Plus,
that.
Plus, she makes excellent cookies. Have you ever had a dark chocolate cookie that also somehow tasted like it had caramel in it without ever being touching the stuff?
No, but I would love to, as I love sweets. But,
Oh, darling, you would love my father then. He's a baker and a guildsman. He is the sweetest man on earth.
okay, we've
He-
rambled long enough, I'll be honest.
And also, I'll be honest, when my granddad walked in, I thought I was unmuted, so when I clicked the mute button, it unmuted my mic.
I'll be honest with you, I love that we're getting to learn about Jet, but we are going for a long while.
Yeah, that too.
So if anybody wants
I will
any
say
more
this.
talk...
I would say at this point, you guys make it to the camp, and if Jet, just because it'd be funny, Jet can make another perception check, and anyone else can make perception checks.
Okay.
21.
That's a 15 plus...
17.
Let me see what I'm plus, because I got a plus to my shit.
So how do you like that dirty 20?
Perception, so plus 3, so 1, 2, 3, 18.
It is. You are, just for the sake of the map, I'll return it back to the map that it previously was.
So can I click over now?
Yes.
Yeah, he's just gotta swap back to the camp.
Okay.
Wait, doesn't that mean...
Map made by a lovely bee.
Lovely bee, bee, bee.
Oh, it's got the old Atreus and Astor in here, and it also had Oscar. It's got Otho, Otto, and Mimi. It's got us all.
Yeah, the scene, I didn't, it's fine.
Yeah, just. Eh.
Either way, let's... Gods, I've actually just slipped into this voice now, haven't I?
Yes, you have.
Yes.
Wonderful.
for people who are confused, sometimes Poker just kind
But-
of slips into the voices and can't get out of them for a bit, so he's kind of stuck as.
It seems that I happen to be stuck as a drow twink right now, and honestly, I'm not going to complain too much.
But for everyone, you currently see the remains of the entirety of the camp, with many of the buildings having been burnt down.
I'm going to assume that this either had nothing to do with you or everything to do with you. And either way, good job.
Astor points himself and says, everything to do with me. And he like wiggles his fingers. He's like, neat thing about my fire magic, nothing can resist its burns.
And what does that 21 on perception get me, Sonny?
So that 21 on perception is like, as you're exploring around the camp, you can immediately smell, specifically when you're like around like here-ish, a very familiar scent that comes with the Dragonborn. Familiar with the draconic scent, but it has a lot more of what I will label it as the scent of mortality.
Yeah,
It like
by the way,
has like a combination of human and draconic scents, but not in the way that there is a half dragon. Yes.
I don't know if it matters, but Atreus got a 20. But I don't think he could smell shit.
You cannot smell shit, but I will say this, I will be getting to you. Everyone who got a 15, you could tell that nobody else even got a chance to come back and ransack anything. If they had, they would have, and they have not.
Can I make just like a quick roll to see if Jet can piece together. Hey, if nobody's been back, hey, maybe someone left some money here.
Yeah, you can do that.
That is a nat 20.
Oh.
Man's finding monies.
Just he takes another big whiff. I think I smell something I like. Other than
Oh?
the scent of Dragonborn, I'm going to assume that they're all dead. But I smell... Do, 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 do. Jingle, jingle. Is this door locked?
You knew.
Inside.
A lot of material made for survival. And if you'll make an investigation check to see if you can find any coin.
Would you look at that? Another nat 20. I am fucking... This is like that one time Oscar got like a quadruple crit. God fucking damn.
Lucky. Get that money.
That will be... Roll a d100.
Roll a d100. Oh boy, my favorite.
He's gonna be able to afford that frickin' outfit for Aster for sure.
Let's go gambling.
That is a 94.
You find that many silver pieces.
Nice. I am sitting at 145 silver pieces. And does that include everything over here?
Yep.
Okay. And Jet's just gonna walk out.
I will say, as you're walking past this room, you 100% smell old blood that is very fishy.
I don't want to go in that room.
Yeah, you can go to Iceland and be like, I don't want to go. Iceland, I know. You don't.
But I will say for those who got above a 20 or at a 20, you notice something interesting. You notice this pathway.
Oh,
What's that over there?
I did not notice that before. Let's go investigate, Mr. Big Man.
I need to attach this dog to Aster. I need to attach this shark pup.
Done.
Oh, thank you. We'll detach him if we get into combat at some point.
Even then, you'll have to replace that Aster with the new one if we get into combat, because this one is the prop, not the character.
Yeah, I know.
Pretty sure.
You walk along this little miniature trail for about, I'd say, 30 minutes before you realize something. The snow starts to clear up a tiny bit. And eventually it comes to a point where you see a big cave entrance.
I'm going to assume that's the mine.
I was just gonna say, I think it is. It's... yeah, I got to see this.
Oh, this is cute.
This is a creation made by our lovely friend Bee.
Bee,
And if
you
I'm not
did
mistaken-
amazing.
If I'm not mistaken, this is not the entire mine.
Oh, no, it's definitely
No.
not.
Well, that is certainly a sight. That's a mine.
Aster's like...
That isn't mine.
And Aster's like, I wonder how deep it goes.
Jet just seems like at that he almost seems to crack up laughing. And then just like very carefully like just trying not to laugh. That's what she said.
That's what
And
that's what she said.
And here's the thing. B, I 100% agree with you. However, I do not know how to use Fog of War.
Boy, fuck, I am the fog of war.
I know how to use fog if you'd like a tutorial, Sonny. It's not super hard, but either way is fine. You can also just, like, you know, hide the tokens. It has basically the same effect, except we can see.
I'm just gonna not put on the tokens until you guys get into the rooms.
But, like, in all seriousness, this place is probably deeper than, well, a well, firstly.
It's like, Aster would say, yeah, that's kind of a given with mines.
Alright, look, I'm not super familiar with mines. You'd think I would be. Considering I'm technically from the Underdark, but I'm from the city that's got sunlight, which I don't particularly enjoy sunlight, so it's going to actually be nice to be back in a cave.
Do we want an ambience change?
Abandoned mine.
I didn't mean to click that.
What'd you
Abandon.
click?
I clicked the back button.
Ah.
At least it didn't go into a piece from Jet's playlist.
I just start playing fucking main, and we have to frantically go to fucking mute it.
Yeah, you just like, do you remember the 21st? He's going so
Night
bad.
of September.
Nah, if anything, I'd be going into.
But now, you are here. What do? Big guy?
Ooh, darling.
Don't say that like that. Don't
Do
call
it
me
again.
big guy like
Make
that.
him
That's
panic.
problematic.
Well, first off, is there like a camp set out front, like the one shown on the map?
Yes.
Is there anybody at it?
No. Not that
Uh,
you can see.
Gonna listen in also, make sure we don't hear anything. Nobody like walking or anything. Any noises or anything that stand out?
No, not immediately yet. Just drip,
Sonny, you and I
drip,
both heard that and we're like,
drip.
All we hear
Oh, I'm
is
sorry.
I am.
No, it was
That-
funny
that's
because
weird.
Sonny's face went so concerned.
I am.
Yeah, no. That's my mom and watching her like spooky movies.
I am
Yeah, yeah.
resisting the urge to say something horrible.
Don't,
Please don't.
don't, Twitch TOS, please.
If you
Oh,
can't say it
oh.
on, if you can't verbally put it in no mic, I want to know what you're saying.
I don't. It's not TOS breaking. It's just I hate it because it's cringe. But you know what? Fuck it. I'll say it. All we can hear is rock to a stone on that thing.
Get the fuck out.
Go,
Get the
go,
fuck out of here.
go. Go.
I'm leaving.
I
I'm
don't
leaving.
understand.
Jet's dead.
Jet's dead. A rock fell on him and crushed him.
I really
Rock
did.
went rock to a stone on that thing and fucking killed him.
Oh my
Sorry. It's so fucking bad.
That's honestly worse than being told on your birthday, hockey birth tour.
What?
Yes.
Something one of Sonny's old friends said.
I can't stand people.
I
I,
haven't done shit. I'm here.
Thanks to
Okay.
that comment, the entire team is dead. The end.
Rockfall,
We got to
you
the lost
die.
mines and we fucking died.
Anyways, continuing on.
But Aster would say to the others, and he would say, first things first, we need to sneak. Make as little noise as possible, like what we did back at the Goblin's Cave. The less they suspect, the better. He's like, we can go up and check out the camp first, see if we notice any tracks or any traces of anything.
Okay.
And from there, we can work our way through the opening to the entrance.
I swear to God, if I roll a 1 on stealth again, I'm just gonna play the metal pipe sound effect.
So everybody,
That's the sound that Trey's gonna be making.
I already rolled my stealth. It's an 18 plus 2, so 20. Not a
I
nat
got-
20, just 20.
It's not the best stealth, Aster, but it'll do. It's not the best stealth roll, but it'll do, my boy. He got a.
I went from rolling a 1 to a fucking 20.
Got a 14.
I got a total of 23.
Got a 14. Not the best Aster's done, but not the worst.
Atreus is like a mouse the size of a Goliath. Which is just Atreus. We just put 2 big black circles on top of his head. That's a mouse.
No,
I'm
no,
not
we don't want to
gonna
do
say
that.
what
We're gonna get hit by Michael Mouse.
by Michael
Mouse.
Mouse.
That's why I also like stopped myself from saying anything.
Oh no. Oh wait, B's right. If you do have your armor on, because it didn't count for before because you didn't have it on. But now that you have it on, do you have plate mail?
It's chainmail.
Chainmail?
You have disadvantage on stealth.
You have to roll again and take the lower score.
Fuck you guys, it's a 19. And besides, that's what a +1, so it's 20 anyway. Get fucked.
We weren't trying to make you seem horrible,
No, it's a
dude.
+2. Never mind, 21.
We're trying to make you seem
Anyway.
bad, dude. We're just telling you the truth.
What's 9 plus 10, bitches?
19.
Your mom, I'm sorry.
How dare you?
But, you know, they sneak up to the front, Sonny.
Fuck you guys,
And-
I'm out of here.
Wait, we gotta stay on track because we gotta end this literally in a few minutes.
Yes, we do.
So, they sneak up to the camp. What do they see?
Hold on, I'm pulling up map again. I had to do something real quick. You
Thank you,
You
Jerry.
immediately walk in, and you do start to hear something. And let me just adjust this really quick so that way it's not. Hopefully, it doesn't like play it immediately. Thank God. You do hear something in the distance.
Help! Someone help! Please! Help me! Jesus Christ, that is jarring.
I was all like, Austin, shush, and then I realized, oh wait.
That is so jarring, though.
I was
didn't
expecting to
expect to
hear
hear myself.
Austin.
All of a sudden, I just hear me going, help! Someone help!
Oh my God.
Jesus Christ! Jesus wept, Moses crept, and Austin yelled at the top of his fucking lungs, apparently.
What else do we hear?
Let me like import it real fucking quick.
Oh
Do you, need to
no.
pop it? Do you want me to pop? Hang on. Is
Nope,
it the shit
just-
that we recorded?
Just you also begin to hear.
Loud! Jesus fucking Christ!
I said, do you want to pop into a separate VC and test it? Fuck me.
Jesus! Rip my ear! Rip my ears! Rip your ears! Rip chat's ears! Rip all ears!
You get ear damage. You get ear damage. Everyone gets it.
Let me fix it. I fixed it.
Still so loud. Turn it down a little more.
Literal. I'm gonna
It's
be
at
honest.
9. I'm so sorry.
That's legit fucking sound that like, you could find those like screaming horror sounds. That's what that is.
That is what I did. This is me.
Oh,
But you
scream
hear
like
it
a
coming
horror
from
character.
this direction.
We don't get to hear all my screams.
Jesus. Yeah, but Cinna, when you fucking showed me that, it was so scary.
For the sake of anyone who is curious, I did actually upload it to my Twitter. It is very loud though, but it was screams of agony and terror. And Austin said I actually did it so well, I scared him shitless.
Also, Sonny, didn't they send you a second one?
You did. However, I'm waiting to use that.
Please turn down the volume for the next ones, because that actually fucked with me a little
Yeah,
bit.
Sonny,
I'm
after
so
stream,
sorry. That
we
was a
can fucking-
misclick.
Sonny, after stream, you and I can come to a separate VC and fucking figure out the volumes for him, alright?
This is why we need to make sure you prep, so we don't have this.
You should have told.
No, it was a genuine misclick.
Yeah, but I know, but still,
It
you
was a
should have like told
misinput.
me before the thing. It's like, oh yeah, if you guys get to here, I'm gonna need to play these to Austin, Bob, and BC, so we can fucking test them. Because I said I'm the test
Hey,
guy.
hey, pull it back a little bit. It's fine.
I know, but
Yeah,
I'm just
but,
saying.
like, but you guys hear it coming from this direction, and these are in fact doorways.
Wait, which direction?
This.
This
Oh.
way.
Huh.
Or I think these are more supports. These are wall supports. Yeah.
Yeah, they'd be supports.
Well, before we go in, Aster, I will say, he's like, unlike the rest of you, I can't see in the dark. So he lights the lantern. He's like, so I'll be using this. Sadly, though, because I will be using it, the element of surprise may be a little less surprising.
You should let me go ahead a bit then.
Okay.
That way I can look ahead and make sure that everything's...
He's like, I'll stay. He's like, you can go ahead. Do you want anybody to follow?
I'm good with them.
I guess then me and Ison will stay here then.
Stay near the entrance, but be inside. That way they don't sneak around using the darkness.
Be inside?
Yes,
Okay. So then
like
probably...
right here. Basically stay in this area for a moment.
Okay.
And Jet is going to begin down this way, carefully and making sure that it's not trapped.
No traps yet. You don't trigger any as you're going along the path. And does everyone go along this path?
No, the other two are just staying there.
Yeah.
So I will say, I'm gonna have to stop you right there, Jet. As you reach around this point right here, you see a singular chest just in the room. And you notice it as soon as you get within 3 feet of it. And from it, you just simply hear. Hungry.
That's a mimic!
Hello,
Before it
little
just opens
friend.
its mouth and goes for the lunge, and that's where we're ending session.
That's a
Ah,
fucking
fuck,
mimic!
I was gonna try to charisma the mimic.
It's a fucking mimic! No wonder there were screams!
Actually, before session ends, can I make?
Can you do
one?
it within 5 minutes?
I can do it within 5 minutes.
Sure.
What is it?
Good thing I already
I'm
have the person
going-
we're rating picked out.
I'm going to try to just with my I'm gonna try to with the sickly sweet charisma that I have, I'm gonna try to convince it to not attack me or attack us by saying, "Darling, you don't need to swing at me. There's others who are much tastier on the inside."
We will end it at that
Yeah.
because we do not, unfortunately, as much as we would like to. We think we have time. I don't think we will have enough time.
We will not
The
have
worst
enough
part
time.
is I got a nat 20 rolling when you said and that's where we're gonna end it.
We'll count it
Okay,
then to
we-
know that you had a nat 20 next time then.
Hang on. We'll do this then. That's a fucking circle. There we go.
There you go.
Yeah.
And that's where we will leave that?
Fucking hell!
Yippee!
I'm a
I'm
mid
so
butt.
You add the
sorry.
plus
That was
9,
a
you just need
full
the
my
20.
bad. Can I admit something? I 100% was not prepped for you guys to go this way. I was expecting you guys to go a different way, the opposite way, and not immediately go for the mines.
I think you're gonna have to start expecting us to go in the direction that you don't usually.
You should expect by now that we don't follow the rules.
I mean,
thought
we've
you were
done this
gonna-
how many
I thought you-
times?
You guys have followed the path that I gave you most of the time. This is the only time you deviated.
Oh no, there's been a time.
What was the
There's
other
been a
path
time.
that we could have taken?
A boss battle or some sort.
Going to
that could have fucking
going to
destroyed
the
us.
going to the base that the like grunts said that they were from.
Right.
But then Jet had the wondrous idea of let the dragon take care of that. They're pissed off enough to go do that.
And
We
now
can
we-
go take the mines on.
And now we go up 2 levels too. So we jump to level 6.
Oh yeah.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Oh, I thought it was
Goodness.
because we had Trixie take care of that shit.
No.
That was not
Well, technically yes, but like you have to wait till you beat the boss battle.
Okay, so then you're
Hang
probably
on.
gonna have to change the boss battle for in here a bit because we're lower level than
Yeah.
we should be.
Yeah, but then hang on. I'm just Sonny. Just audibly say yes or no.
Whew.
Anyways, I am going to go. I will catch you all later.
And I'm going to start the
Okay.
raid. I already have who we're going to raid picked out. There's a lovely, lovely,
I'll
lovely.
disconnect chat, by the way.
Yes, Austin. I will be needing that for next
Yeah.
week.
But
Ah, I actually have to work on it. Damn it.
yeah, you actually have to do work.
Good thing getting the water exists.
But basically, thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you for watching. I will be back next week on Monday. And you know, gonna talk to the group and see if we can do D&D next week as well. No guarantees, but you know, got chit chat, make sure nobody has anything planned. But
I plan to get COVID next week.
don't
too.
say that. Get out of here. Both of you are horrible. But everybody,
I
no,
plan
but
on getting hit by a
please stay safe.
car.
listen.
I only make that because I am sick right now. It is not COVID. It is a common cold. But I am sick right now. Oh, I'm gonna. Okay.
Hey, pal.
Listen, oh, wait. Pause. Everybody have a good day. Have a good night, evening, afternoon, whatever time may be for you. And I shall see you guys on Monday. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for watching stream. You guys have a wonderful night. And make sure you behave. I'll be watching. Bye-bye.